Oh, you guys. I can't believe that fucking guy. I can't believe this fucking guy. Fucking guy. Look at this fucking guy.
Recording?
What'd you ask?
Because are you going to look to sync the audio?
I already did the clap. Now we can just start a little pre-conversation. So what'd you say about Fallen Order?
I was gonna say, now that I have a PS5,
Am I
I'm late
on?
to the game.
Can you hear me?
Is the microphone on?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, now that I have a PS5, what do you use? I'm at refurbished, thankfully. Because I don't want to buy it full price again. I was thinking about getting the first game. You know, my wife got me a game called Soros, which is it's visually the best looking game I've ever had because it's the first PS5 game.
Right.
But I was thinking about getting Jedi, the Fallen Order series or whatever. That's a good
I think
series.
it's Jedi Fallen.
Jedi?
It's Fallen Jedi and then Fallen Order.
Oh,
Or
okay.
It's Jedi Survivor, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, Jedi
Jedi
Survivor,
Survivor is the
Jedi-
second.
I haven't even played them, and I think I know
Motherfucker.
Are they like good? Are they fun? Or are they just more like Star Wars slop at the moment?
them. They're pretty good. What would you say the fighting style is like? Rock.
Hack and slash?
Test 1 2.
Yeah.
Like Arkham style?
I actually think that you should play Jedi or Star Wars. What is it called? Outlaws.
Oh, I heard the open world is like.
Now that the game is like fully patched up and everything,
right.
it's the most satisfying open world open universe, I should say, Star
Really?
Wars game. Yeah.
So let me ask you: are you able to
You
fly
do.
in? You can fly in space?
So you have a ship,
Yeah.
and there's like 6 or 7 different planets that you can go to,
Okay.
and in every single one of those planets, there's an outer rim, or outer atmosphere space.
Okay.
Map.
Yeah.
So you literally enter and exit the atmosphere in real time
Okay.
within the game
Okay.
in your spaceship, and then you can fuck around right outside the planet.
You go to like
And there's-
a quarter of.
There's dog fights and stuff like that. At one point, there's star destroyers,
Okay.
and then if you build up a wanted level, like
Yeah.
a freaking squadron of TIE fighters will come after you and things like that.
It's like a
Well,
quarter of Tatooine, though.
Okay. But let me
Like,
ask you though: you can't go just flying through space. If you're having a bad day, you can't just go through a place.
No, you
A space
fly through space and you hit hyperdrive to bounce to the next planet.
Oh, I see. So there's a
So
fast travel between
Yes.
outer atmosphere.
No, there's no
planets.
open
God,
universe space.
What is it?
I mean, there is to a certain
It's like
point.
eight CD.
What you're talking about is Star Citizen.
Yeah,
That's,
that's-
I want to do that. Just
That's
to
crazy.
Fly through space.
I feel like I am not on here, but I am.
Are you? I hear you. Wait, say something.
I am saying something.
I hear you only through reality
Go ahead.
versus audio.
Am I there? Yeah, there you go. All right.
This guy wants more juice so he can be louder.
No,
He wants to make sure he hears the sound of his own voice.
How
We hear you.
distance is.
We hear you, motherfucker.
But no, I saw you play Outlaws. It looked okay. I'm glad they patched it up. But
Well, when you see something in bits and pieces,
I'm expecting though.
Now, there are
Red
things-
Dead
Oh,
Redemption.
oh.
Every person that you kind of knock into is saying "Ooga dooga badooga."
Do you wear these?
those are my biking gloves. Yes.
That's when Rocco puts his scorpion jacket on and
God,
goes.
you
driving
know
at
you
night.
do a Top Gun situation with this. These are because I would do a Top Gun.
Guys, I'm actually I'm actually shopping around for a motorcycle. I think I'm in that phase. I think I'm officially in that phase, which makes sense. I'm
I
41.
respect
I'm
you.
in my 40s now, so it's like,
In the city though,
listen.
you can't
It's,
treat it like a bicycle.
no, I know that, Marco.
Red
but
lights mean red light.
I understand. No, I know that.
Are you gonna get those like cruiser bike? You know the
I'm
Indian
I'm
head
looking for
type
like what they call a street bob.
street bob. All right.
So I'm looking for a street bob, something that sits low.
I
That's
can
like
see you,
I can
yeah.
hop on and off of it. It's
Yeah.
not too heavy. It's not like a Road King, like a Harley Davidson
Right.
Road King. Those things are made for like cross country.
Yeah.
You know, our dad had a Road King at one point.
I can see you doing that, cruising the coast, or just kind of like.
And then if I want to like modify it or be able to like have somebody hop on the back, you swap out the seat for like something that can fold out to 2 seats or whatever. But
A
I
little
just
a little 2-gallon gas tank.
something where I could something that I can like
Look at.
I
I'm
can.
gonna steal it. I really like this company.
I really like this because it matches your shorts, dude.
I didn't realize that was
Those
a
are my
thing.
those are my current biking gloves. Yes.
Your current biking gloves.
Yeah. I had the cut off ones, but I kind of like the full ones.
I will never own a motorcycle, and I
Do you know how many times
respect
do you know how many
you.
times these days like everybody's riding a bicycle, but they don't know how to ride a bicycle, or they just don't know like the etiquette in riding
You can
bikes.
thank City Bike for that one.
People have their heads so far up their ass.
You
When
can
I
thank
have
City Bike for that.
when I have these gloves on, man, the amount of times I just want to reach my hand out and just slap somebody as I'm riding by.
I understand why a lot of people now are saying, hey, I really wish you could have a bike license, because there are certain you just have to learn etiquette as a bike.
It's a quick thing. It's almost like getting a library card. It should be
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I don't think I should be.
Watch an hour.
You just have to go to like City Hall or City Hall. Who the fuck am I? What is this? Back to the Future? You just have to
Save
go to
the clock tower.
Yeah.
Save the clock
Here,
tower.
lady, here's a quarter.
The other day I saw a cyclist. Yesterday, I'm with a baby carriage crossing at the corner like I'm supposed to. He's going the wrong way. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
What, a baby carriage?
I had a baby carriage. He's coming the wrong way on a bike, and I'm like, I
Well,
know it's
the
my
worst thing
On
is
the
the
sidewalk?
I'm crossing the crosswalk.
Oh, the
And I'm looking
crosswalk.
where I'm supposed to be looking, and all of a sudden some guy the other way. Like, I wasn't looking in that direction.
He was riding in the crosswalk?
Riding across the crosswalk, but against traffic.
Oh.
I wasn't looking at it, and I get it. It's like, but it's kind of dangerous now.
Yeah, no, it's
It is dangerous.
Well, you know what it
You
is?
shouldn't do
I look at it as, and this is why I've always ridden a bike. First of all, I like riding. I enjoy riding my bike. Secondly, I'm at a point in my life where I can't stand being on the subway. Because if you think people are bad on the streets or on bicycles, they're even worse just like in the subway.
I don't know. You get used to the subway after a while. I mean, I take it every day. It's whatever.
But you know,
the express. That's the trick. If you can.
But so there's that, and then I'm saving money. I mean, with a route, like let's say you go to work and just come home, right? That's $6 a day that you're spending right there.
Well, especially now since they literally closed up all the you can't jump the stiles anymore,
Well,
they put fucking spikes on.
You shouldn't have been jumping the stiles to
But I'm
begin
just
with.
saying,
You really shouldn't be doing that.
Yes, you shouldn't be doing that. However, they made it so impossible now that they have this thing where even you know how
So right off the bat,
hold on, I'm just talking. You motherfucker.
Yes, don't cut your brother off, all right?
So
is that my job?
That's what it feels like, bro.
That's what it feels like.
But they stopped with the exit now. You know how
Oh
sometimes...
no, they have these barricades and stuff like
No,
that.
but I'm talking about sometimes when you used to get off, sometimes you used to kind of hit that exit and you can kind of, like a spool bus can get out.
Yeah, right.
Dude,
Oh, they have a lock on it now.
Dude, it sucks.
Yeah, and then you throw your hip into it, think you're gonna knock it open, and it doesn't open.
The door?
Yeah, the door.
The fire exit, the emergency.
Press a button now in
have
order.
them.
And that sucks.
My biggest
God
fear is
forbid
getting
somebody's
stuck in
not.
it.
What if someone's taking a piss?
Yeah,
and
you're
it's a
Well,
fire?
what I was always confused about that is you'd hit some of those open and a fucking alarm would go off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't happen on all of them.
They
Have you
hate
ever
now
gotten
that people used to now slip through.
Yeah.
You ever get stopped
But
by
then
the
there's
cops?
also spikes. Like you
ever
see
get-
the ones with the spikes
that's
on
what
them.
I'm
Well,
saying.
there's
It's like
spike-
impossible to
wait,
jump now.
wait, there's- I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
there's
they're
spikes.
trying to really prevent what are they called? Jumpers.
New Yorkers are always gonna find a way. It is what it is.
Dude, I see it
They're
all the
always gonna
time.
find a way.
Fair
Wait,
hoppers,
did
fair
you ever
jumpers.
get stopped by the police for doing that? Because I did.
I have.
Oh my god, it is the worst.
I have.
thing
And the
ever.
guy sat me down.
Never.
The guy sat me down and proceeded to I was running late for work.
Yeah.
And I just needed to catch that
Yeah.
train.
I did it right in front of a fucking cop one time, Rock, and he just looked at me.
Yeah, I've seen.
And he
Marco,
let me go.
I saw
Like
four.
time of the month. They always do
I saw a series of 4 or 5
End of the
hooligans.
month, after the 15th, you can't do it because then they want to fucking.
Yeah, the quotas,
Yeah,
right?
the quotas,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
No, I've seen 4 or 5 hooligans just jump right in front of
This guy
2
looked
cops.
at me. It was such
They don't give a shit.
It was such a silent judge, but he didn't say a goddamn thing.
We should announce what we're talking about. 'cause I have-
Oh, yeah, hello.
All right, hi boys.
All
So
right.
yeah, D23. We also need to talk about Spider-Man. What we actually
Yeah,
think
we didn't
about
review
it. Because we all saw that, and
Are we allowed to do spoilers now?
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
for
Okay,
Spider-Man,
just
sure.
checking.
And then Marco and I, if you have any questions, we did see Oak Street, so end of Oak Street, and what the fuck?
Oh yeah, wait. What we didn't talk about yet is Lanterns. I don't think any of us saw it. Right?
Well,
It's
no,
tonight.
because it's tonight.
Well, what are we? We should talk about what we're expecting. 'Cause
Oh,
I heard
and
really good things.
did you watch the end of House of Dragon, Ron?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did you watch it?
Yes.
What'd you guys think? Real quick.
yeah, it's fine.
It was kind of anticlimactic. I'm getting kind of bored of the show.
The
to be
problem
honest.
with the show was that the first 2 episodes should have been the closers for season 2,
Let's see.
and
Sorry, boys.
this season of 6 episodes was pretty good.
Oh my god.
But it was only 6 episodes because really.
I feel like anyone who goes to Harrenhal, it's Harrenhal, right?
Yeah, the spooky place, the spooky castle.
You just have a bad
The
season.
spooky burnt castle.
Anytime
That's like,
you go to
why would
Harrenhal,
anybody want to come here?
Like, you just have a bad season if you're in Harrenhal, because last year Damon went through a Scooby-Doo phase, and this year Eamon went through a Scooby-Doo phase. And
but it was a very lackluster Scooby-Doo.
It's kind of
I
weird.
listen, guys. I did promise Carmen that I'd have her on, and we were going to discuss because she has been doing weekly
doing those
updates
weekly
all the whole
reviews
season.
with
So
the voice. Why does she do the voice though?
I don't know.
I want to hear the regular voice, but whatever.
But it was a good
The
season.
filter.
It just the 6 episodes of the true 3rd season was just 6 episodes.
I just don't understand where they're going with it. Well, I know where they're going with it. I just don't know
we
why it
all
took
know
so
where
long.
they're going.
Fuck
with
all
this.
that.
It took
Do
so long.
Do you know that they already completed filming of season 2 of Knights of the Seven Kingdom?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be getting that fucking
Yeah, soon.
quick.
Yeah,
Alright.
probably by October.
That's a better season.
Which is I'm more excited
good
about.
show.
Well, it's
Well,
small
it's a
enough
bleak
that
ending,
it's
though.
a good filler in between bigger seasons
If
of things.
they're-
I mean, you know what happens to him, right? You know what happens to him.
I know what happens to him.
Yeah.
Fuck Summerhall.
I'm just hoping that
The worst tragedy of all time.
I'm just-
the worst
Like,
tragedy
honestly,
of all
like,
time.
there's no dragons involved. It just
all the dragons died.
complete house fire that fucked everything up.
Well, that's why I like this. It's like a nice, like, little 50 years of no magic,
So-
no.
I liked all the dragon showdown.
dragons.
I liked all the dragon
I
fights.
do
Yeah,
like
cool.
the
It was
dragon
all really
fights.
cool shit.
God, that
Some of the best
Sheepstealer-
dragon fights, man.
Sheepstealer is just
Now, did
beautiful.
Sheepstealer survive that ordeal?
He walked away.
He limped off,
I mean, I hope he
pretty
did.
fucked up.
I think he's
And
gonna
Crax is like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of
I
here."
want to see him get eaten by the cannibal. You know the cannibal that
That's
the wild
another
dragon.
unknown dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That
like,
wild dragon
that
with the
eats other
dragon.
dragons.
Yeah, I want to see that, but
that's the thing. I think
That
this
would've been
season.
great.
There's one season left, boys. That's
the
it.
thing.
That's
yeah.
it. That's the only
all
one
right.
left.
Let me ask you.
People are still like, "Oh, they're going to introduce Nettles next year," and I'm just like, "Nah,
They're
No.
fucking done. The storyline's
nah,
done.
that's it."
Out of a 10.
But there's like 3 new
That
dragons.
Valerian ship has sailed.
Out of
But
a
there's like
10,
at
what
least
would you vote? Out of a 10, what would you rate
The
it
whole
so far?
season?
No, all 3. The full aggregate scale of the show. All 2, sorry.
This show,
7.5.
this show has been consistently better than Game of Thrones, but we're only still talking about 3 seasons, right? Or is this the second season?
This is
This is the
season
third
3.
three.
See, it's bad that you don't know how many seasons.
But I know it's still significantly less than Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones lasted 7 seasons.
8.
Eight?
8 seasons? Jesus.
Yeah, so-
They kept getting shorter and shorter.
Because they're getting worse and worse.
But I think this is also
They kept running out of material.
But this is ultimately just like the true telling of what happened during this time period. Whereas it's almost like the book that covers this time period is like a Silmarillion.
The Maesters got it wrong when they were writing
Right.
the history books.
Yeah.
So, Marco,
And if we're gonna look at Fire and Blood,
Intentionally.
it's like a George R.R. Martin, a fat Maester, who they're like, Maester George, there's still swords and
So
stones.
and
that need to be
and like
done."
look, I know I have a
I'm
reputation.
done. I'm going to bed.
I know I have a reputation for putting an explanation or a spin on something to kind of like whenever Mark was like, yeah, but why did this? And then I give an like when he asked like, why is there no blood when lightsabers cut off limbs? I'm like, yeah, because
Because
it's
it cauterizes
the
the
wound.
wound.
But like
Yeah.
you can almost explain the lack of Nettles in this is an intentional choice to keep what's her name out of the history books.
Sort of, yeah, where they
Oh,
kind
I see
of
what
just
you're
Because they make her and the Targaryens. She's a Valyrian.
Valerian.
Make them seem weaker or flawed. Therefore, they came up with this peasant girl to
Well, she
kind of
even
do
says
this.
There's a peasant girl living amongst wheat and nettles.
And you know what?
Well,
She
no,
did look like a peasant girl.
I actually disagree with that. Not to say that that's not right, but I think it's because Targaryens are just sexified people. There's probably 13,
Tell me more, Chris.
Yeah, they're just
Go on.
millions. That's the Game of
sisters and
I think
brothers
honestly
and the
the
like.
Game of Thrones. It's like just inbred people.
Just
'cause
incestual,
They
yeah.
just sex.
Yeah,
Well, they
Sex
apparently-
and fight each
That's
other.
why
and
they
sex.
all hate.
So Nettles is probably
Targaryens.
110 Targaryen.
Because that wasn't a thing. Once I finally got into the show, I kind of got into the lore.
Yeah,
It's basically like prior to the Doom of Valeria, and when the Targaryens came to Westeros.
turn it to the side, Marco.
When the
There you
Targaryens
go.
came to Westeros, there was no incest apparently in Westeros. They were all like kind of lean, clean lifestyle. So when these white-haired freaks came, they were basically like, "Fuck, they got dragons. They like to fuck sisters and brothers and shit." It's like we're totally outmatched, except for the North, who was just like he gave a big old.
All right, look, we could dedicate.
I know. Yeah.
No, well, I
A
guess
7.5, Chris, you asked. Like,
Yeah,
all of it,
7.5.
it's a 7.5.
it started really strong.
Yeah,
The season started
started
very
strong.
strong. So I just
7 for me.
Matt Smith still
6, 5,
fucking
7.
kicks.
I just think that we're inching closer and closer to the inevitable finale that we all kind of know is going to
Get
happen.
rushed.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Are you looking forward to Aegon the Conqueror, that movie that's coming out? 2028, I think.
They want Henry Cavill to do it.
Apparently so.
They want to stick him with white hair again.
Yeah. He can't
But
get
he's
enough.
not. But less monotone.
He can't get enough.
I don't know. So he loves his medieval shit. The guy literally probably walks
And
around
what's
his
he
apartment,
getting? He's
his
gonna have
house
the
with
two
a
sisters that he was banging.
sword in his hand.
I mean, yeah.
That's the story, right?
There's other parts of the story, Marco, but for sure he's going to be banging his sisters. He is banging his sisters.
That will
in
be
that
part
movie.
of it.
No, I know the history.
And it's
I know
probably-
that there was a brother
You
who
know,
had two sisters
all
that
right.
were
Based
also
on
dragon.
HBO's track
All right.
record, there's going to be a full frontal of everyone at this point.
Let's dive into.
Let's
You're right.
swing. Let's stop talking about swinging dicks
You wanna-
and
you wanna-
swinging Spideys.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah,
let's talk about
D&D.
Spider-Man first. Did you watch this, by the way? I'm not gonna watch that.
Oh,
But
I don't know. Everyone's talking about that.
I'm going to
Vader
wait.
show.
I'm going to wait till season 3 comes out. Episode 3 comes out.
no, I'm
This
talking
is
about. I'm talking about
the
this
Vader-
fan film.
I know. I'm going to wait for episode 3 because I think I watched 1. Missed 2.
So, was this the official teaser trailer?
Yes.
We'll talk about
We're
that.
going to do something.
I'm trying to find the Doomsday trailer, but come on.
Just type in Doomsday.
Yeah, I know. I just hate having to type.
Your
right now.
algorithm is too much Star Wars. That's why.
No, usually the stuff just ends up on the.
There it is. There it is.
No, that's it.
So wait,
There it
before we
is.
talk
This one.
about Spider-Man, we're gonna watch this.
No. We're going to talk about Spider-Man first. I just want to get it queued up.
Oh,
Sorry.
Too. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So, I just want to get it queued up.
Numbers.
We'll talk about Spider-Man because it's been a couple weeks now. I think we can talk about spoilers and shit like that.
Yeah,
So,
it's reached over $1 billion. I think that's
Two.
I think this is
$2 billion, Marco.
Jesus, that is.
It has become the second movie behind Endgame to make $2 billion. The $2
Tom
billion.
Holland is just very, very successful. I'm proud and glad that he's so successful.
Hey guys, look! It's a business. It's an industry. You're gonna have home runs and you're gonna have
But
a lot
honestly, a lot of part of the home runs are because he's good.
He's good.
He's good. He really is good. The Odyssey, as weird as
guys.
the dialogue
It's like if you bite into a delicious cake or brownie, it's like why is it good? Because the recipe is perfect.
That's smart. Yeah.
I must say,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
wife, after the movie was over, did not think so, though. But he did
Yeah.
not
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
yeah. She talked to you about
She
it.
was
Right?
very vocal about it.
About Spider-Man?
Because we all
Not
kind
like
of
that
enjoyed
movie.
it, and she was like, fuck
What-
that movie,
not like
fuck
that
it
movie.
all.
What didn't she
my
like
wife-
about it?
Look, I love my wife, but my wife, when she goes in, just like me, just like.
What didn't she like
others,
about it?
I think she had expectations for a certain thing, and honestly,
For what, Venom
no, it's more like
I didn't think that at all.
or
my
Man
wife-
Spider?
My wife is often frustrated by sometimes with filler, and the movie did have a lot of filler.
Yeah, but I think, and I say this probably more as a cinephile than I am as a comic book
Also,
fan.
the movie itself, the plot line was good.
I say
but
this more as
a lot of filler.
I say this more as a cinephile than I do as a Marvel or comic book fan. I like that this movie didn't feel like, I mean, it was definitely a comic book movie,
Yeah.
but this was approached as a film. Like I think it was approached as a film. Like
It was a film.
it was a film.
No,
like,
No, Rock.
No,
it was
in
a
that-
big popcorn.
Marco. This
Fine.
this was definitely character heavy, like
shadows, lighting.
Yeah, it is.
driven
Yeah.
and heavy.
That is true.
The
That,
lighting?
he actually had a costume. Like there was physical
Right.
things
Yeah.
in the movie, and you're right. That goes a long way.
It didn't feel
It
Marvel.
really
It didn't feel Marvel. It felt more.
It felt more rainy,
It didn't.
Yeah, it felt more
It
rainy,
felt more
exactly.
rainy.
and that's why I said
Yeah.
to Claudine, and she was like, "Nah, fuck that." Like I was like,
She
"What?"
didn't. There's certain things that she just really didn't like.
Also, by all rights, throwing an R-rated explicit character like the Punisher in the middle of a
So that
fucking PG
threw her
of a
off a little
family-friendly PG-13 movie, some would say that it didn't work or it made it feel off. But I think that's as good as you're gonna get with making that work. It's also like if you don't watch, especially for the Punisher, if you're not watching the TV shows, he feels like he's coming out of left field.
I didn't see it like that. I thought this one was more of like, let's get like kind of like the New York heavies. Even Rosario Dawson said recently she filmed a
nurse scene.
A scene where she's always a nurse and her deleted scene, she always gets deleted. That happened in The Devil's Rejects. She gets killed by Dr. Satan.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a Dr. Satan scene
Really?
where she's a nurse and
I
she
didn't
gets
know
her
that.
throat slit. And
Really?
in this, she plays a fucking nurse and she got her scenes deleted.
Interesting.
Nurse.
She's a deleteful nurse.
She's a deletable nurse.
But they wanted to get like
expendable.
They wanted to get the New York.
Well,
they wanted to get Punisher. They wanted to really. I call this the covers.
I think
they wanted the covers.
But she's.
I get it.
But,
I understand.
But she's such a niche character. Not even from the most recent Daredevil seasons. She's from the OG Daredevil seasons. Netflix. So
she hasn't shown up in.
No. So I feel like just including her and her like. Oh, it's Rosario Dawson. She's just playing a nerd. For a lot of the fan base, or a portion of the fan base, that would feel like, oh, what the fuck? I think it would just distract from that really emotional moment where he wakes up, or like everyone thinks he's gonna die, or that he is dead. I just think it kind of takes away from that. So, Marco, listen, you and I have made some fucking intense decisions about leaving shit out of a movie.
Yes, we have.
And then we're also like, fuck it, throw it in there.
Deleted scenes.
Yeah, but it's at least nice to know that they thought of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? How would they keep Spider-Man's identity in a fucking general hospital?
You could have thrown in a lot of shit in this movie.
But at least we have an answer to that where it's like
extra in this movie that I think really.
And then for guys like me and Chris, it's like we always want to make sure that we have the comic book. That
we have a capital investment in movies apparently.
So it's like leading up to this movie, and it was announced that like that big actor was going to play Tombstone. Right?
Well, again, it wasn't even a thing.
No, I mean physically big.
It was a 10-second cameo.
He's like a WF guy.
Yeah, but like they made everyone, like the community, made such a big deal that Tombstone's going to be in it. Tombstone's going to be in it. They thought that he was going to have a.
Dude, I bought the origin of his first appearance.
They replicated the cover.
Huge waste.
Mr. Negative being a heavily like, he's definitely going to be in it because the hand's in it, and then this and that. Like, there was a lot of speculation going on, freaking the Venom talk and the
Venom. I did not think.
I didn't think so either. And the Man Spider thing that he was going to grow
Maybe
6 on.
Oh, I thought the Man Spider. I thought that one
in a nightmare.
In a nightmare sequence, you'll see his eyes. There's like 8 of them.
So there's like a lot. There was a lot of speculation leading up to this movie within the hardcore community that it was just like, well, and you know me, like I look at it as. Marco ruined The Village for me because
he always brings this up.
Because
it's like the
I'm just using it as an example.
I think this is gonna.
Either
at my funeral, God forbid, or my brother's funeral, and we're really gonna go.
He never let it go.
There was a time where I ruined The Village for him.
But you did. I can't forgive you for it.
I do have some criticisms.
Yo, this is me in the movie theater. This is me in the movie theater when she hits the wall. Ready? Motherfucker! God
I was
damn
so
it.
blown away by that. I was not ready for it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was. I was ready for
right
it.
now.
Marco, so the point I'm trying to make is Marco literally had like 3 different theories. He's like,
Marco,
it's either this,
out of every
this,
movie, Marco,
and he like laid them all out for me.
You used your full ability on The Village?
Where
did you go? You went to Daily Motion
Dude.
Videos, YouTube?
Dude.
Was there even YouTube back then?
Dude.
There was no YouTube back then.
It was so archaic in terms of like the early internet, but I would say like that mid-internet.
No, Marco would have to take...
Like, people were trying
Emoji?
to...
What was the fucking name of those videos? E-movie or something. There was
no,
Daily Motion.
No, so what we had was...
There was more. It was more of like what Reddit is now, which is just like forum boards.
Oh my god, you went to the
But
forum.
back then though...
You used message boards.
So back then, though, we had the cable boxes where you had cable TV, but you could start to like pause.
Like
and do playback.
Yeah.
So like Marco
remember QuickTime movie?
Yeah,
that's how they used to release trailers.
So Marco would get the trailer and like pause it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about archaic forms of
real
format.
player. We watched Blue Harvest the other day, and she made a joke about this thing. It says I need to download Real Player version.
This is like just before YouTube.
Yeah,
but it's funny. Before you go on about whatever the fuck you were talking about with Spider-Man, do you know that there was a deleted scene? Like we were talking about the Man Spider as a nightmare. Almost how the Man Bat. There's a deleted scene in the Schumacher cut.
Right. Yeah.
Him, there's like a nightmare scene.
He's hanging upside down, and
but it's like
he faces his fear.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like the point I'm trying to make though is.
Man Bat.
The point I'm trying to make though is that the entire community is throwing all these fucking Someone's gonna be in it. Rhino's gonna come back in it.
I never thought that at all.
No. So I think we've trained ourselves, especially guys like us, because of social media and everything like that, to somewhat vet and filter out all those things
Or
and
avoid
avoid it. Don't don't give it any mind, because you want to go in not expecting certain things.
Yeah.
And I think maybe for Claudine, she built up expectations in her head of what this movie was going to be.
Spoilers. Jean Grey wasn't going to be in it.
Well, I speculated. I wasn't 100% sure that it
thought
was
this
Jean.
a negative.
There's
No,
a couple
no, no, no.
things
I thought maybe.
about that.
I thought, being that we're dealing with time and space and da-da-da-da-da-da, that she seemed on the younger side, Sadie Sink, that, okay, Jean Grey probably, which gives very much insight in the direction they're going to go with casting X-Men, or she's going to play Hope Summers.
Yeah.
And they were going to reintroduce Cable at some point, because Cable's a big part of that, and they're going to...
Time.
And, yeah, it's just time, bro.
And Josh
It's
Brolin
just a
was
bit-
going to be him.
Well,
And
what are your opinions about, like...
you look like the guy that snapped his fingers. Like,
Why does your voice sound familiar?
Why does your voice sound familiar? He's Thanos in disguise.
What do you think about the idea that they use the Spider-Man movie to really introduce two aspects of the mutant fandom? Is Jean Grey and then the anti-power dampener thing? Like, do you feel like Peter Parker's like the Oppenheimer who actually created
Yes, I do.
that? Do you like that Spider-Man is the person who
I
introduced
do
that idea?
like the idea that, and I've always kind of liked this,
Oh my
where
God, the short story.
they were even going to make, because damage control plays a big, huge part in this.
Yeah.
But there was supposed
Well,
to
there's
be
no more
a-
S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, but
Where S.H.I.E.L.D. is now
just
cosmic.
the idea that there's a to that, damage control is essentially the Men in Black version of living in a superhero world, where it's just like somebody at a superhero fight crime scene is, as much as I hate Brave New World, and it was a late Incredible Hulk sequel, it's like, yeah, a guy with a big brain now, after the aftermath of a fight, what do you do with it? They handle it wrong, but I do like the idea. They were going to make a damage control show, I think, at some point. I know they made like a comic book of damage control from the point of view of like people that kind of clean up this shit. But I do agree with you that, sure, maybe not an Oppenheimer, but they are going to be using tech, which they've been showing from old fights from in the past, and they're gonna make Sentinels, or they're gonna.
Well, we're clearly getting Sentinels.
Well,
we're getting Sentinels from a.
When? You don't know.
I don't know.
And we're gonna watch that trailer, and then we can talk about it.
You want to do it?
No, because we're still talking about Spider-Man. Let's get it out of the way.
So my criticisms of the movie, I think, are shared with Claudia, if we're gonna bring it up, because I know both of you really enjoyed the movie. I had a couple.
No, I've got criticism.
It's an 8.5.
I would say it's a solid. I think to me it's a 7.5, 8.
Personally,
80%.
I like Homecoming the most.
Personally, given all the Spider-Man movies, like, look, sit down and watch the Raimi trilogy. Other than Spider-Man 2, which also was pretty flawed.
No, Spider-Man
It's a very primitive, very nostalgic of its time trilogy of movies.
Yeah.
You could do a game of.
But 3 is horrible.
3 is horrible.
Drink every time there's a what's it called, a cross dissolve.
And I was on a thread thing. I was on an Instagram thread thing, and somebody had posted the final fight in Spider-Man 3 of Spider-Man fighting up against Venom. What happened?
You spilled a drink on me that's freezing cold on my bare legs.
You spilled the drink on my couch?
On him, not on your couch.
It's on the couch.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I want to be honest with them.
What's in there?
Couch.
It's literally soda.
Okay.
Like clear soda.
Oh.
It won't stay in a balloon couch. You fucked up. That's a huge mistake. Edit that shit out.
The Village again.
I'm not stopping this fucking podcast ever. Like, as long as I can do it, I'll do it by myself. But sometimes you boys make me go, why the fuck am I doing this?
Because it's fun. It's a form of therapy where
my couch is all sticky and crusty and shit, but it's fun.
It was that before the
Rocco,
drink spill.
So you could buy me a new couch.
If I turn the lights off and I put a black light on this couch, I don't want to think about that. So don't give me shit about saying.
Hey, all I'll say is this.
How many times did he sit his bare ass on where you're sitting right now?
Today.
And have Chinese food with his bare ass.
We're all
today.
Family. We're all
I
family
had beef and broccoli on this couch, bare ass today.
And you eat naked, really? You're not afraid of burns and stuff like that?
What?
What?
burned like
I'm
that.
making a joke, and you're taking it
I'll be
way
honest,
farther.
I can't eat naked only because they did have it dripping one day and just like.
Oh no,
At least our
Chris.
boxers.
I'm good at getting food in my mouth. I know you got a baby at home, and he's a fucking.
Maybe that's
He's a chaotic mess, but
he is a chaotic mess.
you don't have to eat like your kid, you know.
God damn, at least put some underwear on.
No,
Like sandwich.
Personally, I this is my favorite live action Spider-Man movie.
You said that, and it's close. It really is close.
I
This
think
is
No
the
Way Home
closest.
is for me at this point. Yeah, No
Way
Home
Home's
is
the
this is top
through
three.
Spider-Man.
This is top
There's No
three.
Way Home.
No Way Home, yeah.
No Way
Far
Home.
From Home, and I've always interchanged.
It's own Homecoming. Far
They
From
have
Home.
No,
No Way
stop
Home.
with these fucking names.
It's
What's the next one?
it's
to be?
Homecoming,
Yeah.
Far From Home,
What do you
No
think?
Way
No Way Home.
What do you think the next one?
It's too far from home.
So I'm guessing this is the Day trilogy. That they're
No.
gonna
Well, this
do.
is based on a comic run, right?
Well,
Day, 546.
not really,
It's not
because
based off of it
it's-
as much as they took the name.
They
and-
took the
No,
name.
well, they took literally nothing from that.
That's what I mean.
Oh my
They
God.
just
No
took the
Jean
name.
Grey.
Bro, I waited
It's the
5
Mr.
hours
Negative
for
story.
Dan's slot signature to get this book signed, thinking, oh, it's going to be big bucks. What a
You
waste.
fell for the trap.
Mine came back at
Yeah, I
9.4.
fell for the trap. Yeah.
I got issues with
Shout out to
the.
Midtown Comics handling those books.
I got
Never
an
again.
issue. I got a little bit of an issue, and
I
it's not that I don't mind that they used Jean Grey. I don't mind that. They got to put the X-Men at some point, and we'll talk about that when we talk about D23, the announcements. But
I got a bullet for it.
But I don't know. She comes off a little too. Dude, you are. Do you want to stick your dick in
I'm gonna
her?
get you a pair.
Thank you,
Chris,
That
no.
was proper response.
You know what's
Marco,
funny, Chris?
yours was too
I'm
dark.
glad we're finally recording.
Chris,
now
you see my
because
face?
You can see, dude. We can see your boner every time you grab one of these. The couch is lifting.
I hit the gloves. Is it so
I was gonna
wrong that
get them in a
like
different color. I'll get you a pair. All right.
I don't
Yeah.
understand.
I got you, bro.
Is it a crime?
And Rock, you might as well. Can you get the little bit? Can you get the little guy?
Yeah, sure, we'll get you matching
pairs.
We're just venturing into full insults now. That's it.
Well,
okay.
I do like your Oppenheimer. Like, did Peter accidentally create
didn't.
like kind of like a stopper for?
Well, let Rocco
suppressing
continue, and I'll
powers.
bring up my criticisms of the film.
I don't mind that because it's more world building in the past than the past like 5 MCU movies.
Well, what I
So,
find interesting,
not bad.
what I find Disney and Marvel's challenge at this point with if we're
And
dealing,
Sony.
if we're dealing with Earth 616, which is this is a world set in the Marvel Cinematic
Yeah.
Universe 616, the
Yeah.
one that we followed this entire time through the Infinity Saga. So it's like, what more world building can we do within this universe without having to rely to jump to a different universe so that it makes sense and it doesn't feel as convoluted or congested?
Okay.
So it's like you got to think about my other problem with this movie. What didn't you see in the background in all these New York City scapes?
Hold on.
People?
What didn't you see?
A floating pig.
No.
Like in the Pink Floyd
No, guys,
album.
just geographically in New York City within the 616, what didn't you really see in this movie that exists?
The Stark Tower.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Avengers Tower.
yeah.
Now, I know at this point, that Avengers Tower is a big question to me because they did use it in
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. It was
Was
there.
And it's a
Plot
little
point.
new.
You
It's
know,
not what
Wait,
you
was it
think
destroyed?
looks like.
Did he destroy
No,
it?
no, right? Did he destroy it?
Broke a couple
he
windows,
he
but that was
destroyed.
it.
Yeah, just a couple
Section.
windows.
So I think that's a Sony thing where it's just like, first of all, they didn't
Oh.
shoot in New York. I mean, they shot very little in New York.
Well-
But they shot all in
Very little.
like pickups and like,
Yeah.
tight stuff.
I think they
But-
shot in Scotland.
No,
London.
No,
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 I think
Glasgow?
That's Croatia.
You're right. I think you're right. It was
It
Glasgow.
was Glasgow.
Did they?
Yeah.
Glasgow, yeah.
You could tell a couple of the buildings.
Yeah, no. As a New Yorker,
And when they were on, as much as I appreciate a shout out to Silver Cup Studios, when they
was
got
not
down
Silver
the
Cup
street
Studios.
you're
level,
like, that's not where that is.
right across the street is one of the most famous strip clubs in Long Island City.
That's what that is?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god. That's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
don't
And it
have
definitely
it.
doesn't look like a residential street.
It looks
Well,
like
they only
And
showed
shout out
you-
to Shine Fluke across the street.
No,
from
but-
Silver
you get
Cup.
assaulted.
But isn't that that's just right? They just only really just showed you the top of Silver Cup.
No, remember she throws her off. They get down to street level, and
Oh,
it's
that's
almost
right.
like a dude.
That's right.
A very European,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
small
Under
avenue.
the
It
bridge
is,
kind
of
yes.
place. One
Marco to
streeter.
confirm, Glasgow, correct.
You were right. You said Glasgow, so yeah. I just knew that it was over there. Yeah.
So,
But they still used the swinging dummy. They still used the swinging dummy down those streets, so everybody was out on the street going, Spider-Man! And that's what I appreciate.
It wasn't a swinging dummy. They used a stunt actor doing that.
No, but sometimes, when they're doing curves,
yeah.
they do have, a little bit of a dummy. What I'm saying is physical.
All right.
There's physical, and I know that.
I like
the Empire State Building Hulk smash, which is probably my favorite part of the movie.
That's not that was on Central Park East. Or
I know, but
it
looked like a very old concrete.
No, because I'm thinking, what tall ass building is off Central Park?
Yeah, I was waiting to see where the hell.
That's not the Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And that was the damage control building.
Yeah, apparently they took over a skyscraper. It's like okay.
But I was also confused because wasn't there a damage control building or facility in Brooklyn? There was two different damage control.
I think that's
that was the office building, and then there was
I think there's headquarters and then
a
there's
military
field.
Yeah.
Field
Okay.
center.
Listen, there's jail tombs in Manhattan and there's jail tombs in Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
I think they did shoot that stuff. The stuff that was supposed to be in Brooklyn, I think they actually shot in Brooklyn.
All right. Well, let me.
It's easier.
Did you guys like the bat scene with Widow?
What? The bat? What? What is
with Black Widow in the Russian bathhouse.
No. I think you could totally take her out
I
of the
agree
movie.
with that. It was unnecessary. It was nice.
As much as I want, see, that's the thing. It's weird. It's like Sony got Punisher, but Marvel needed to get Elena.
So this was this. I think this is Marvel Sony red tape. It's like contractual obligations that you have to adhere to. It's like, okay, this is under the Sony banner for this, but at the same time, Marvel gets to decide we need something that interconnects and reminds people that this is part of the MCU.
And Universal.
So it's like,
let's go through it.
Because who still owns Hulk?
Universal.
I think Universal. Yes.
Universal.
I think they own the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
But technically, Disney has Hulk.
Or Bruce Banner?
Or Bruce Banner.
Disney's not allowed to make a solo Hulk movie yet.
No.
But they could cameo him as
Yes.
non-starring, which sucks, because my favorite
This is the best he's looked in a long
Or
time.
You talking about Planet Hulk?
Yeah.
Planet Hulk.
And
But this
they
is-
kind of did that with
But I have to say,
sort of.
So I read a review, and somebody made up a good point. What if you totally took out, just for this, this universe, this Spider-Man universe, you took out the Hulk, and why not put in Connor?
Kirk Connor. Agreed.
Kirk Connor.
You're talking about 616 Connor.
I'm just saying, take everything.
With his knowledge already of knowing that he's met a Kirk Connor
but
already.
Kirk Connor is also, has been studying mutations.
No, I mean, Marco, take out the idea that
because to grow his limb.
It makes sense.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
It'll
make better sense.
They're gonna make more Spider-Man movies.
They just
definitely.
but here's the thing. They just
right,
didn't
bro?
do it because we've already had Lizard. That's literally why they didn't do it.
And it's one of the reasons
Marco,
why
there's
No
two
Way
caveats
Home
to that.
No
There's
Way
two
Home
caveats.
gets a point off for me for that. I always thought at the end when he's, especially since they established that they hung out in a lab when they were making the cures for all the guys. I've always wanted a Lizard in the lab coat. I wanted just maybe Ned or MJ to throw a lab coat to kind of distract him a little bit, and he kind of claws through it. And I wanted him at the end to have just like a torn up lab coat. It's one thing that's like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's those little things where I'm just like, I know his look in those movies were a little.
But Marvel has a bad habit of having setups and no payoffs.
Hence, we're looking at you, Mr. Throne Man.
To be honest, though, you have to think of it this way. How many movies left do you think Holland has in him?
3.
Dude,
two.
He's been vocal. He loves doing this.
Yeah?
He loves
But he also said, I have an out.
He does have an out.
He has an out.
And he already has it in his head.
He has it all lapped out.
Miles Morales.
Because
he's...
that's what everyone's saying.
Introduce him in the next movie.
Past year,
You'll introduce him and he'll be coming in
he's voiced his desire to one day when he has kids. He's like, I don't know if I'm gonna act anymore. And he's getting up there. He's married now, and he's made $100 million this year for sure.
He's
insane.
He looks just like how he looks in Homecoming. Sure, he's
a lot older in this.
Yeah, he's clearly a lot older.
The other thing is, I recently watched Civil War, which was his first introduction.
He looks like a baby.
He's a baby.
He's a baby in that movie.
But I gotta say, the one thing that really I liked about this movie overall is that he is really good in this. It's about him.
Yes.
It's really
and I think that's what he cared about.
Yeah.
He wanted to tell not just a street level.
Well, I actually wanted more of that, though. I wanted more of him. I wanted more of the trio that we love.
See, I think that's you hear everybody's theory now, where it's like when Jean Grey had a hold of them.
I don't want to hear
and she was crying.
Let's just take everything at face value.
Everyone's talking about that, where it's like
if somebody froze me in place for 2 hours and I need to take a shit, I'd be crying.
But here's the thing.
I'd be crying.
Let me ask you a question.
Dude, I just piss like shit. I'd be like, listen, if I'm stuck
sorry,
like this,
I'm
just gonna
she never brainwashed Ned though at any point, right?
Yeah, he was also on the floor when during the psychic blast.
They're roommates. So I think so, yeah.
So you could. The only theory I'll take is this: that if
Ned's magic and he has like a little bit.
They never made mention of the magic thing. People, there are a couple things that a lot of people forget to address. Is that Ned and MJ still remember having all of these adventures and all of these mishaps with Spider-Man.
Right. Okay.
They just don't know that they don't know Peter Parker or who Spider-Man is.
Yeah.
And just deleting Tom Holland out of there.
Right. And you just see
it's like almost like Ned when he went on his Washington trip. He almost believes that he was maybe just like kind of.
Let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
So one of two things happened. Let's go with the obvious. I'll go as far to say this.
Okay.
He remembers this muscle memory with the handshake.
Okay.
He subconsciously he remembers doing that with somebody. He always did.
Okay.
But nobody ever did it with him. Therefore, it's the first time that sensory is triggered. Hold on a second. And then there's that combined with the fact that MJ does shout out Peter when she's going out the window. He's putting two to two together there. He doesn't necessarily in that exact moment know who Peter is and that he's his best friend. Or, secondly, if he does, the only way that is possible is that when Jean Grey takes hold of somebody's brain, she accesses all their memories and everything like that. When she took over MJ's brain and Ned's brain, whatever she saw,
and half of New York,
and also don't forget, she's gone inside of Peter's brain too. Yeah. So she knows everything that Peter's remembered and seen. So she understands and knows and is conscious of his relationship to his friends.
Fill in the gaps.
So when that blast happens, that uncontrollable blast happens, those psychic memories get carried over and subconsciously, without intention, spilt into people's subconscious.
Spilt into the brain.
And then eventually those things click for them and they go, so the sense memory triggered that thing and made
creating essentially the ending of 2001.
I get it. I understand. I haven't seen that movie yet.
But listen, this is like...
I haven't seen 2001: Space
Odyssey. Marco, ask me the last time.
Like
ask me the last time I saw that movie without falling asleep in it.
It's like 40 years old.
Listen, I'm not like one of those guys. Like, man, 2001's one of the best things fucking ever.
No, 2001's one of the best. So 2001's one of the best movies to fall asleep to.
Movie? Is that the Red Dot movie?
No, it's the HAL. That's the HAL. Yeah, HAL.
Right? Red light. Okay. I know the reference.
HAL. The intelligent, the AI.
Red Dot. What are you talking about?
It's one of the best movies to fall asleep to, and then it's one of the best movies that wakes you up randomly in the middle of the night because there's a big beep.
Are you serious?
Oh my god! For like a good 5 minutes.
I think this movie at the end. So I like to think of it as the 50 First Dates theory.
This is stupid. The Drew Barrymore movie?
Yes, the Drew Barrymore movie.
Okay.
Where generally, for the audience who may not have seen it, she forgets.
At the end of every day, she forgets her memory.
But do you recall when she wakes up? When she wakes up, she paints this guy. She paints this guy's face, even though she doesn't remember it.
Right.
Because you don't remember like the memories or whatever, and maybe it goes away.
You remember the image.
The repetition.
You remember the emotion, like the feeling. You don't remember the faces of everyone you've ever loved, right? You really don't. You really can't remember the face of everyone you've ever loved.
It's only 3 for me.
Right? It doesn't matter. I'm talking even like old family members or whatever, but you will always remember the feelings you get when you fell in love and how you felt.
Well, it's deja vu too.
Fine.
Like sometimes I'd like to think deja vu is literally some things that actually have happened in your life, but they're so baseline that when that thing actually happens, there's a subconscious frequency in your brain that goes, I've seen this before. I've done this before.
You always sort of look out the window. You never really thought
what
about it.
What deja vu is you know that old saying, well, it's the clock is right twice a day?
Yeah.
That's what deja vu is.
It's like your brain knowing that you're like doing something with repetition.
That you've done this before.
Yes.
But it's mundane and it's irrelevant to anything.
I love that theory. Because I've always thought that too. I was like, is it like a dream? Is it?
But there's cognitive memory.
There's cognitive memory, but there's also emotional memory.
But how do you explain the ones that
may not be able to do it?
Where you've never been to a place and all of a sudden you go, whoa,
that's a past life experience catching up with you.
That's me in the Revolutionary War, taking Fort Sumter.
So that's how we
emotions are very strong.
And that's how we get the new X-Men.
That's speaking
so
of Jean Grey.
No. So let's talk X-Men announcements, casting announcements, because
so hot.
I have the AC on. I'm sorry.
No, it's my long sleeve.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean? The short shorts aren't doing it for you? You're not getting a breeze up there?
I guess not.
Come on, Chris.
It's Marco.
I feel good. I feel
I'm making you hot? Good.
This is tight.
I remember when you first came in, I'm Mr. Bisexual. He's Mr.
Sexual.
Speaking of that, let's go with the X-Men. Right?
Speaking of bisexual.
X-Men cast. People with tight-ass spandex.
The only one that I'm a little like, really? About is the Christopher Abbott as Xavier one.
Xavier, I don't like that dude.
Tell me the history behind this guy. I don't know.
He was the guy in the werewolf movie. He was in some detective show.
What werewolf movie?
You know who he was?
The Lee Weinel movie that came out recently.
The werewolf. Like
that wasn't a werewolf movie.
Wait, not the movie that's upcoming. No,
the one with the girl from Ozark in it.
That
played Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Where the werewolf? Oh, she was.
It was
like
a
disease.
Backed up.
I remember.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't really a werewolf.
He was the lead.
Yeah,
he was like semi-lead.
You know what else?
And he's a good actor, but I just don't see him as fucking Xavier.
Well,
I asked Rocco. So, all right, I'm going to ask you the same question. How old was Patrick Stewart when they first made the first X-Men? Shut the fuck up.
I think he was like 62. He was really old.
All right, Rocco said 40.
No, he's
no.
What'd you say?
I said like
40.
No, Marco, I did not say he was 45.
You said
he was 45 during the Star Trek
which I didn't give you any grief though.
Marco,
because I was like,
I said he was like 52 when he played Xavier.
No, he was old.
You said 4. Rob, you started off with a 4.
48.
And I didn't give him grief because I even thought I was like, he's part of an old
no, that would make no sense because when
that
made no sense because when we were kids, we'd watch Star Trek Next Generation, and he looked old in that.
He's 40.
No. You're telling me that he was how old?
Well, you gotta think. Next Generation was
early 90s.
No, it was. I want to say it was like 88 into the 90s. So even then, he was in his 50s. So, dude, he was 60 years old when they filmed X-Men.
Yeah.
All right? This kid is 40. He's literally 40. He's our age.
Okay.
All right?
He looks pretty good for 40.
But when we shave his head, even when James McAvoy was playing a young Xavier, I kind of...
He was 47 when he first played Luke Picard.
Luke Picard? Oh, look at that. Okay. And he looked good.
And when the series ended, he was 54.
He was like a naked seal in that first season.
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking at a picture of him in his first season. He's a good looking dude.
We can oil him up and we can slip him through like a crack somewhere.
What do you say about James McAvoy? What do you mean, James McAvoy?
Well, at first when I heard that he was going to be a young Xavier, I was like, okay, I like McAvoy. But I was like, young Xavier, him bald. They didn't get to the bald thing until
but we knew that was going to be a prequel series, and it was like young Xavier, young Magneto. So
they were more worried about how do we get him in the wheelchair than how do we get him bald.
But Christopher Abbott, the other thing that he was already in a Marvel movie. He played the Foreigner in Kraven the Hunter.
I didn't see that movie.
Oh, you guys didn't see that movie. It's bad.
I haven't seen
it. Hey, it's bad.
I've seen a couple scenes where Rhino fights him on like the
And I cosplay as Kraven the Hunter. Let me tell you something. That's a bad movie.
I've seen the him sniffing the guy and the girl.
I love
the scene with the elevator throws a knife.
I appreciate and respect Aaron Taylor Johnson as an actor. Let me tell you something. That's a bad movie.
It's not his fault. That's Sony's.
Wait,
fault.
wasn't Rhino? Wait,
Marco?
Rhino was
You know
in
what?
that
We
movie.
were just talking about. Hold on a
Rhino
second.
was in that movie, right?
Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Oh my
We
god.
were just talking about
Why?
Tom
He injects
Holland.
like a serum.
Hold on a second. We were just talking about Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and why these movies, and he's good in it. He's good in it, and these movies are good because he cares about this character, because he believes in this character, and he's born. He knows he's born to play this character.
Yeah.
He
So
knows the teenager turmoil within
Marco?
Spider-Man.
No,
universe.
just
He's Peter
loves
Parker.
this character.
Yeah, he loves
so
the
I
character.
would like to think that.
I'll agree with
I was
you.
never a Tobey Maguire guy, so he's my Spider-Man.
So, but for most actors,
Tom Holland.
so that's something that you don't see very much of in the entertainment industry. What you do see a lot of is, I'm an actor, I'm pretty, I think I would be good for this role.
Jared Leto, Morbius.
Let me do the work and give me my paycheck.
Aaron Taron Johnson,
Craven the
Craven
Hunter.
the Hunter. What's the other one?
I've done the
Oh,
Russian accent
Dakota
before.
Johnson.
I haven't seen the movies, but
Spence Webb.
he seemed more
Pedro
passionate.
Pascal in half his roles. For the majority of
so?
his
Wait, you
roles.
don't like him as
Do you,
Guys.
hot take. Do you think he's passionate about Mr. Fantastic, or it's the same gig?
Well, while you say that,
You're on the
let's
spot.
roll the
You're
film.
on the spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to play for us, really.
While we're watching this,
Hopefully, I'll put it in a little while we're going back and doing all these references.
Well,
I'm
let's-
thinking
hold on,
about
let's-
remember Bullet Train?
let's-
Aaron Taylor Johnson was passionate.
Let's go
about
through the
Bullet
X.
Love Bullet Train,
Train.
dude.
He's
Love
great in
Bullet
Bullet
Train.
Train.
So let's go
Bullet
through
Train's
the.
a great
But before we get to do,
exploitation film.
because we're going to talk about this Doomsday thing, but I want to just get through everything else first.
D23.
No, what are we doing?
You keep
This is
jumping
part
to the.
of. This is part of.
But we were talking about the
D23.
X-Men cast first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's get into the X-Men D23. Let's do the trailer at the end.
That's why it's my podcast, because I keep us on track.
Fuck you, Rocco. You and your village fucking references.
Well, would you guys allow me to go through the high-level announcements?
We'll just go through the X-Men
go
cast.
for it.
Well, generally, recap is the new MCU X-Men cast is official. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey.
Oh no shit.
Kit Connor, thank you, Michael. Kit Connor is Cyclops. Christopher Abbott is Professor X. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost. Indy Navarrete, nice, can't say her last name. Navarrete is
Yeah.
Rogue.
Love
Maya
that.
Bode is Storm, and Adam Driver's Miss.
Okay, so for a lot of this,
And no Magneto casting.
No
Yeah.
need for it at the moment.
so
No need.
you know what's a big
No
takeaway
Magneto?
from this.
I think it's gonna be an end scene.
What's a big takeaway from this is the fact that our villain is Mr. Sinister. It's a big kind of hint as to the direction and time frame that we're going to go with this series, or this movie. So, but past that, I'm glad I don't. The only one that I'm really familiar with is Indy because of Obsession.
Yeah.
Which to me is like, okay, is she born to play this role? I think this is just like that. This is that magical, beautiful. This is the David Howard Thornton thing where you just get your fucking golden egg and you just ride with it. And you go, man, could I be any luckier? She got underpaid to be in one of the best fucking indie fucking horror movies that's come out in a long time.
But she showed that she's got.
But she showed that got the chops. All right, so doesn't matter. It's paying for her. It's paying off 30 times over because now she's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
To me,
now,
this is what Hollywood's supposed to do. You are supposed to kind
look,
of.
Oliver. Yeah, she made it big. She's making it big. She's going to be a hot fucking
Look
ticket.
at me finally. Oh, I gave you a performance, and they're finally giving her a role. Now, I said as on our group chat, I want her to be Southern though. I do want.
Oh, you want that actually
Rogue.
happening?
You want the Southern Belle
I
accent.
want that, but like, listen, put your spin on it. Put
Sure,
your
yeah.
actress spin. But you know what? You gotta liven these characters up. I'm
We'll
not
see.
saying you have to do a 1-for-1, but like Cyclops. Cyclops to
Well,
me,
Marcus, sorry,
everyone loves
one
Cyclops.
For what?
I'm talking about
the TV show.
The TV show, the
Okay.
97. I'm talking about
Right,
what's like kind of
Just
in
for the audience, put it frame of
the
reference.
conscious mind, you know, like again, we talked about this many times. Hugh Jackman,
Yeah.
Wolverine was always supposed to be short. Blah blah blah. Who's this Hugh Jackman tap dancing?
I don't want Wolverine anywhere near this first X-Men movie.
No, of course, and I don't want that either.
Which I'm
But like, I'm
confused
just
about.
talking about casting in general. We always talk about this. Heath Ledger, when we first heard about him, remember? Everyone was like, "This pretty boy, get the fuck out of here!"
I think the only negative hot take that I heard about Indy being cast, well, other than like
Recency bias.
that's something that happened so recently is
Well, no, it's because
has led itself to this.
she blew away audiences and
I'm not
critics
worried about her.
for Obsession,
We'll get to it.
but because everyone's so blown away by a more recent film, they may have overlooked stronger candidates for Rogue.
Everybody
It's
has
Rogue.
their
She's
friend.
Rogue,
Everybody.
right?
Do you want to know? Look, I have a lot of.
Everyone has his hot take.
Listen, I have a lot of black friends.
You put that silver streak in her hair, she's gonna hit the part.
Listen, I have a lot of black friends, and I have a lot of nerdy black friends. Every single one of them has a different take on who Storm should be. So when Maya Boyd, of all people, got announced, people are like, huh. Every single one of them were like, none of it paid off. Because she's an unknown.
Not that. You don't have to go that
Stop.
extreme. You don't have to go that extreme.
But all right. Well, but like
just the small.
I know that she was on people's brains, that one.
Yeah.
But like, she's had just as much of a. I don't know. I'm like, I don't have an. This is the opinion this is the feeling that I like about these announcements.
Yeah.
I don't really have an opinion.
Yeah.
Because other than Chris Abbott, but only because he's other than Adam Driver, who I don't worry about. Fucking pop off, Adam. I'm excited to see what you come up with.
I like him as
a villain,
actor,
as an
actor, a villain. Yeah,
he's fine. But Chris Abbott is the only one that, based on his catalog of things that I've seen, I'm going. He must have had a good audition.
Yes,
he must, or like screen tested really well.
I know what our expectations are. We want a sage. We want somebody not only as a actor on. It's somebody within our collective
that
mind
comes off as wise.
Yes, like an actor. And I hate to throw this one out, but a Ray Fiennes, somebody who's
how about this?
Gonna give us comfort. Even
you also
on a culture level, on a zeitgeist level.
I think also you're forgetting that we're now at an age where we're closer to Xavier's age than we are to the X-Men's age.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? No. Think about it, Marco. So like for a lot of the people who have stuck around and the older fans of the MCU, they are now the perfect way to say it. They are at an age which is closer to Xavier's than it is to the X-Men team. So your opinion goes, I want somebody older.
Just a little bit, like 50.
10 more years older.
On the wrong side of 50, but still looking good.
50.
But bald.
Just 50.
But bald.
Well, we don't know if they're going to shave this guy's head.
Yeah. See, like, to me, I prefer
Everyone said that about McAvoy, too. When is he going to get bald?
I prefer my Xavier's kind of all natural, if we will. In the sense where it's like...
Just keep in mind, Charles Xavier was roughly 30 to 34 years old.
I wonder what...
X-Men. He was only 30 years old when he actually started X-Men.
Yeah, but then goes what Rocco and I were talking about yesterday when we were just kind of hanging out. They're not gonna do Magneto being a Holocaust survivor.
He keeps talking about Magneto.
No. But this goes into the overall of what they're gonna do with the X-Men.
So
they can't do Holocaust survivor.
It brings up
I know that. I brought up a question about that.
Xavier being a civil rights kind of activist.
Well, the civil rights thing are already happening now.
It's happening now. Yeah.
What's going to be happening in the next few movies is going to lead to the radicalization of the X-Men, of mutants.
People of public mind are going to be throwing bottles at the X-Men.
Now, I have questions within this lore. Have mutants always existed? Or is this a new development that's happening post-blip where...
Post-Secret Wars, then it's probably may happen, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
We know that there's an old X-Men that exists in another universe. They're going to
Miss
explain
Marvel
that being in the new universe.
A mutant.
Miss Marvel's technically a mutant. You can say
Jean Grey.
But you could say a bunch of different.
Spider-Man.
No.
Is a mutant.
No, he got bit by a radioactive spider.
I don't really like that idea because the truth is there's a difference between mutant and mutate, where there's an external device that triggers a catalyst for you to have powers, like a radioactive spider or a bracer, like Miss Marvel. But a mutant is born with the gifts. You don't have sight because you have optic blast.
It literally it's a genetic
I know it's
deformity in your brain.
Exactly. I know something triggers
or a recessive gene that kind of triggers. It's almost like late onset diabetes or
like Deadpool.
Well, that's a great example. Cyclops is again. He had vision when he was younger,
and then he went to the bathroom, and then
and then trauma
took a big shit.
Yeah. Maybe that was trauma. Yeah. Something happened for him to result in losing.
Yeah, a kidney stone. Fuck!
But the powers always existed in you. you didn't need an external object like a bracer or a radioactive spider for you to get powers.
I'm just curious on how what's the MacGuffin that leads to that? What's the thing that explains how this thing is happening now? And I think it's either going to be a post blip thing or a post Secret Wars thing where after this, what do they call it? What do they call it? They call it what he's doing, the incursions.
Yeah.
This incursion thing that's happening.
I think in the comics they kind of alluded to the idea that something like that could cause that, because in House of M, at some point, she said not to spoil. She said Carly Wood said no more mutants, which is a common thing, and then at some point mutant powers came back. The question is, like, where does that level of energy go? Similar to the blip, when you destroy that much life energy, at some point, where does that energy go? And when it returns, like the second blip, a catalyst occurs. So perhaps that might be it. Maybe they might say, because of the second blip, you can't just have life come in to the universe just like that. People don't, that's not natural order of things. Something changes with that. So maybe that might be the explanation. Or it could just be, which I don't want to do, if Secret Wars is like, after the end of the movie, it's a brand new situation.
I've thought of my top 3.
Wait, I don't even know the topic. What's the topic?
So the top 3, going based off of exactly what you said. What are your top 3 setups that Marvel have done via post-credit scene, mid-credit scene that you want to see paid off?
Oh, that haven't been paid off
That haven't
already?
been paid off yet.
Okay, cool.
Fucking hate this.
It's a good one.
I gotta go. I gotta think.
Hold on, think about it later. So, I think my hot take on this X-Men cast, or my take in my judgment on it, is I'm intrigued, and I'm assuming, just based off from an actor's point of view, that these guys gave one hell of a fucking screen test.
Yeah.
And other than Indy, I feel like Indy, they just fucking flat out offered it to her.
Well, I think it's
Who
a matter.
is she? Anyway.
Was in
Obsession.
and she was in the show.
No, I'm sorry.
Clark.
I thought you meant the
Rogue.
the Storm Girl.
Oh,
they're
Maya
all on
Boyd.
Broadway, by the
Maya
way.
Boyd is primarily a Broadway actress.
Hating on the Obsession Girl. I don't get that.
She.
She.
Some people think that. What did you call it? You called it
recency bias.
recency bias.
First thing I thought of was the fact that I think
she's got good acting chops.
Everyone's looking at the Obsession thing. She's been working before that. Everyone,
Yeah,
just so
she's
you know,
been around.
She's your
She's your
classic actress that has been paying her dues, and she got into a fucking awesome indie movie, and now she's.
I don't know who Cyclops is. Who's
and
this
listen,
kid?
like any young actor right now, getting the call to be a superhero is like literally getting the call to be a superhero. You're going to take it, and not only that, you're right, Rock. It's like Chris. I kept calling him Bud Abbott for some reason, bro. But what's his name? Chris Abbott, right? You're right. He must have gotten a fucking blown away in audition. I'm not gonna say like, listen, if they want him as
older
Xavier,
now, though.
Listen, they gave me one. I'll give them one. They gave me Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider, so I'll give you Christopher Abbott as
honestly,
Xavier.
I think for the X-Men,
what I mean?
because we're going with a whole new roster here. I don't know what the Wolverine thing is. I mean, obviously
Well,
they
they
that's the
have
thing
obviously
too. Is
set
that
up adamantium, so
it's
they're
like
gonna fucking come in.
it's like somebody asking like, well, who's going to be Nightcrawler? It's like, yo, you don't even know if Nightcrawler is going to be in this thing. Fuck off.
You asked what this X-Men's going to be.
Yeah.
What we are literally going to see is everything that we didn't see in the in the Bryan Singer movies. Is essentially.
I don't want to compare it. See, I see right off the bat. I don't even want to compare.
I only bring that son of a bitch up just because I'm talking about. Like, how did in our 616 universe, how does the X-Men form?
Well, yeah, right.
Essentially through a civil rights kind of, it's infecting our kids, it's infecting my husband, this thing, whatever it is, this mutation, right? And especially, like, again, they're going to go into public opinion of, like, how does this affect family lives and shit like that. Okay, fine.
I'm confused about this movie, though. And based on a comic,
well, we all are. We don't know what the fuck is happening.
Not the X-Men situation, because I know they want to go the formula of the original X-Men. Even though they have Rogue in there, it's mostly the original X-Men, kind of. But Mr. Sinister is a huge Claremont run person. It was introduced in the Claremont run, I believe.
Yeah, listen, I don't think you're gonna see any X-Men shit until post-credit scene Secret Wars. From here on out, like
no, absolutely. But I mean, when X-Men comes out, my question is like, what are they gonna do? So there's no Wolverine, like you said. You don't want to see Wolverine.
Well,
Wolverine was very much alive and existent during Sinister, and I think he was introduced.
This is also the thing that I was going to bring up. It's like it's still Marvel. Their announcements during D23 this weekend, they are giving you the bare minimum of what to expect.
But like, are we gonna get the X-Men at the bare minimum starting? Like, I'm bringing the team together?
Literally going house to house.
Yeah.
Recruiting.
Either starting with Jean Grey going from house to house, or Chris Abbott going from house to house.
Answer your question, because that's a Magneto-type villain. In the beginning of the X-Men was really Magneto, and really a lot of it Magneto.
They'll soften the...
Sinister's very experienced X-Men who has lore that obsessed with the Summers family line, Grey line.
We're in a brand new day situation where they're just taking the title and that's it. Dude.
I just don't know where they're going to go and source material they're going to pull from.
They're going to rejuge.
In an interview, they said they're going to pull from the Hickman run recently, which is fucking nuts,
the very first Fox movie, it was just called X-Men?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget, there's
the BS version.
There's Uncanny X-Men title. There's All New X-Men. There's like... We're just going back to the Brand New Day thing, where it's like it was called Spider-Man Brand New Day, but it really had nothing to do with the Brand New Day storyline of the comic book. So there's the Uncanny X-Men.
Days of Future Past.
There's the Extraordinary X-Men. There's different titles for the X-Men that they can just market as. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they...
you asked what this is going to be? It's going to be a mixture of X-Men and the Runaways.
Is this movie going to
call... That to me, I think, is going to be a mixture of this.
Is it going to be called The X-Men? Or the is it like this movie is not going to be titled X-Men.
X-Men 27, 28.
Don't forget, like either at D23 or at fucking San Diego Comic-Con or one of these Comic-Cons, they always launch the. This is why everyone's like
everything has a subtitle.
This is like with Ryan Gosling being announced as Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider logo that they used was the Danny Kesh logo. It's not the Johnny Blaze logo. So, people automatically go, oh, he's the new Johnny Blaze. He's the new Johnny Blaze. Like, no, he could be Danny. So it's like, you gotta, like, I look at the details that a lot of people are missing and really so it's like her.
Danny.
So, me too. Because give me Nick Cage back one last time as Johnny Blaze.
I don't know, he could be Carter Stubby Cool as a Carter Slade thing. He could go full
Carter
Slade.
That shot of Jean Grey going upstate, you assume that she's going to be found or they're going to find each other. She's going to find Xavier because Jean Grey was his first student.
We didn't know it was upstate, by the way. Right? It would just look like trees.
She's going upstate.
It looked the Pacific Northwest.
Well, she's going upstate. That's the Palisades.
Dude, the Pacific Northwest, just so you know, the Pacific Northwest is a little bit more rockier than this.
Bro, that's the Palisades.
To quote Dumb and Dumber, you know what I mean?
That's the Palisades Parkway, you know what I'm saying?
That is definitely going upstate.
Right, well, let's go upstate.
I'll even give that looks like...
We said it in the theater when like, she's going upstate, you know?
We can move on from X-Men if you want. We can
go let's go.
Let's do... Vision Quest. Did everyone watch Vision Quest?
I liked it too.
I loved it.
Intrigued by it.
It looks like a greatest hits of every AI voice actor that we've had in the Marvel run at this point. And every actor has been on. Even the girl that played the voice in this one, The Brand New Day, was Naomi Watts.
Yeah. But she's not going to be in this.
No, but I'm just saying, like they're getting James D'Arcy. They're getting
James Spader.
James Spader.
I'm a huge James Spader fan. Oh my god, he's so
a human manifestation of Ultron. Like
the one that voices Friday of Iron Man is going to be in it.
The Scottish actress. Yeah. What's her name? McDonough.
She was from that movie F1, right? She was in F1.
Well, that may be one of them, but I'm thinking of the Ravenclaw from. She was the voice of fucking what's her name from.
That's
Brave.
Boardwalk Empire.
Yes. Her. She was one of them. Carrie Condon?
Carrie Condon.
No, yeah.
But anyways, I think... Are we going to see Wanda again?
You're thinking of a different
actor. Or are we going to think... She was one of them. Are we going to think of Wanda... Are we going to see Wanda again? And are we going to see Agatha again?
Well, I'll tell you right now.
This is a trilogy.
I've been seeing a couple witches in screenshots associated with this green hooded motherfucker that's on our screen right now.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking one of the witches maybe
Kelly McDonald. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but that's not who Friday is.
But she did voice one of.
No.
She didn't.
No.
All right, continue. Continue what you were gonna say.
I have a feeling that one of the witches is
She was in Civil War.
Wanda.
Claire Condon is Civil War Friday.
Yeah, she was Friday in Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not who you're talking about, Kelly McDonald.
You're thinking about Brand New Day? Kiss Her, Peter? That one?
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm sorry.
No, that was Jennifer Connelly.
That was Jennifer Connelly. You think of Jennifer Connelly?
No, I'm thinking of Kelly
Who
McDonald.
I think will probably show up in Vision.
No, I
did
thought
she
she voiced one of the AIs.
No,
she doesn't.
Okay.
Right.
But I have a feeling Jennifer Connelly will definitely show up as Friday on Vision Quest because that is Paul Bettany's wife.
What?
So
Lucky son of a bitch.
Lucky son of a bitch. Who shot a movie in front of?
Yeah, he drove by. He drove by.
Me and Rocco.
We were in our yard and we're like,
in the yard
what the
while
fuck?
Paul Bettany was
that Paul
shooting
Bettany?
some fucking movie.
he was driving in a car.
And Louis literally waved at him, and he was like, "Hey,
shit."
Yeah.
It's like 15 years
No,
ago.
I have so the only thing that's confusing me about this trailer is the is his kids thing. His whole children thing being older, and I'm just a little confused as to what they're doing with this.
Apparently WandaVision, Agatha
Agatha
and
made
this are essentially
Agatha did a good job at like sort of making all that make sense by the end of it.
It was a stretch, but I accepted it because it wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad.
But it fits within like it just made sense to me. So with this second kid, that's Speed. No, that was Wiccan.
Wiccan is Agatha
From Agatha. So
Speed is
where Speed is coming from, I have no idea.
I have a feeling.
You know, we're gonna find out.
It's all really just leading to the Young Avengers that are going to happen.
I always thought Vision was one of those greater characters that they introduced in the MCU, and I always enjoy watching him because he's a very wise
super
character.
80s. Very super 80s.
But they've always made it work.
Yeah.
They use the AI thing, they use the Jarvis thing, the Ultron thing, and now that you're having a show that also I do appreciate because I liked Agatha and obviously I love WandaVision.
Yeah.
So it's like as a third companion piece to fill out this trilogy, I'm really intrigued to see how they bring this all together.
He flew off at the end of WandaVision,
Sure.
Yeah.
so it's like, where the fuck is he been?
I'd like to see
I guess
Paul
hanging out
Bettany
in the bar?
lead. He's one of my favorite actors.
I also like how style-wise, every single one of these shows has had its own kind of feel to them, and this one's seems very trippy to me.
And,
Is it the same
some
director?
sort of thesis in terms of
Same showrunner? Same
I
showrunner?
think
I guess so. Yeah,
right.
All three of those
I'm
shows
excited.
are like they all deal with like some. Listen, everything deals with trauma these days. But if you could kind of like,
The world is a traumatic place.
I understand that, but
Also,
but
this is
at
like
least with these, or like there's like familial trauma, I suppose.
well, also
in
and
this
also the
one.
concept of we're essentially like taking a look at how he lives in his mind palace.
Yes.
That you could do anything in there.
All
so
I
like
know
visually,
is that
I'm interested to
Robert
see
California is back
as Ultron.
and he's gonna be doing some
Some
zingers.
I'm the
zingers.
lizard
I know
king.
he's gonna be doing.
I
Some
really hope,
zingers.
and that's the thing too.
That's
I
good.
really think, I'm hoping,
Nice Office reference.
and I'm assuming,
Yeah.
I'm assuming the writing on this is going to be very
It's gonna be
clever and it's going to be good.
fantastic. I think
So I'm really excited for it.
I think this is his swan song. He's done after this. I think.
Can
With
we
his character.
fucking play it?
No,
Finally.
I would say.
Can we play the? Can we play the? Well, I want to play the Vision Quest.
I love the voice.
Do you want to
Yeah.
go? Do you want to venture into Star Wars?
I think maybe we should do a whole episode.
Yeah, it's because
Okay.
really with the Starfighter
Because
stuff, they really haven't shown
you know
too
me,
much.
man. I'm gonna get on a fucking
Let's get
soapbox.
Even
Doomsday at this
Ahsoka,
point.
it's a teaser. It's not too much.
Let's stay on
Swab
Marvel.
it,
Let's,
my
let's,
boy, blah, blah,
Marvel,
blah.
let's do Doomsday then.
Are we doing it?
Yeah, go for it.
Doing it?
Yeah,
We're
go.
finally.
God, I could talk about
I got
Ahsoka
it.
too.
I got
it.
Talk
It's
about
not you,
Ahsoka
I got
next
it.
episode.
the smartest guy in every room.
All right, here we go.
This was a good trailer.
It was.
Well,
I like
I
it.
just
I
have.
really wish we can watch it on the screen while we're being viewed on video.
I'll do a whole thing, man.
Figure it out.
I'm literally gonna put a video in front of you.
Yeah, video and a video.
So that we don't see you.
We'll just put in a little thumbnail
specifically.
thing.
Yeah, it literally.
Every shower was taken from him.
You're gonna be
They got them.
for the video.
They nailed the mask.
I'm literally talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck up, Michael.
I have a gripe about this whole setup trailer though.
Oh, what's the problem?
I'll tell you.
over it.
And boom.
Well, the only way that you're gonna be able to show this is if we do talk over it.
Well, I'm gonna have a little thing in front of
All right, look at New York.
Is that New York?
That's New York, Central Park.
It's so shitty looking. This was good. I like this performance right
They're not showing his face, which is nice.
Well, and also people are already pissed off about that too, but we're gonna get to it.
That I love.
It's children, guys. This has to be
here. Yeah,
with
there's
kids.
a lot of kids, man.
You must give them back.
What building is that?
That's the Avengers Tower.
Nah, it's not.
That might be that might be a control tower to
Is
something.
that Fantastic Four Tower?
Nah, it
Oh,
didn't
no,
look
no.
like Baxter Building. It's not Avengers Tower. He looks good, dude.
Doom
Doom
looks good.
bro.
He looks good.
Doom looks good, and I love his sorcery kind of magic barrier. I love that shit.
Look at the
So
Sentinels.
these
Sentinels look like Sentinels,
They look
which is
good.
nice.
They look broken. They're like old. And
Well, this
decrepit.
is an incursion that's happening.
Yeah,
Whatever's
for sure.
happening in that scene
It's
right there.
It's an incursion.
Yeah. There's whatever's happening right there. He's in a different universe.
I think so. He's in the X-Men universe, and their universe is fucked.
Which I also have continuity gripes with, guys.
12, 18, 26. How far is that?
So
That's it.
so yeah.
Soon, my friend.
So here's the thing. This trailer looks great. Doom looks good. What am I doing here? But my
What's your gripe?
my gripe though is that this still just feels like it's coming out of fucking left field.
Oh yeah, agreed.
And
Agreed.
we've only had one movie to kind of tease us to this.
No, you have two movies.
It's one.
What are you talking about?
Fantastic
What's two
Four.
movies?
And what's the other one?
It's gonna be Secret Wars.
No. I'm
Well,
talking about leading up to this
Yeah.
movie.
You're talking.
Perhaps
Perhaps Endgame,
theory,
the
and
extended Endgame will resolve.
I don't care about that.
But
extended
it is.
Endgame.
Well,
they're
that's-
saying
they
it's
are-
I know that's
They
the
are
point,
using
and
that.
I will kind of look and see what that is. But
Yeah, Marco.
I
watch it
think
for us.
with this, almost like the Infinity War, where it's like as much as you can throw kind of post-credit scenes because that's your top three now. And we're limited, just so you know.
God, I don't even remember.
Exactly. That's why I'm like top three.
They're all
That's
bad,
it. That's your
man.
top three.
Okay, cool.
I gave you a layup with the top three. I said the top three should be what's your favorite prehistoric monster movies? See, that's a better one. That's a better one.
Well,
Well,
but
it's mostly dominated by one franchise.
What? No, it's not. Not if you're a fucking loser and you're
Does
just
Godzilla
Jurassic
count?
Park, bro.
Does-
One,
does
two,
God-
three.
Does Godzilla count?
Yeah, it's a prehistoric movie. That's a monster.
Then you have your answer.
Well, that's it. Just Godzilla. That's
There's
it.
several versions of it, but
This,
yes.
you can listen.
Mine
You're
is-
a kaiju funk master.
my number one,
I would just
my number one
but-
is Indian in the Cupboard.
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
that
that's true.
that
That's a good
technically
one.
counts.
I
You
know.
know,
I know.
mine would have been Tremors. That's
Actually,
technically
That's
a
prehistoric.
technically yes.
What was
Yeah,
that
okay.
fucking movie with Ben Kingsley? Sound of Thunder.
Oh, that was a bad movie. That was bad. That was a bad
You
movie.
like that?
That's a
I
bad
like
movie.
the story that they
That
told.
was a bad
Or-
movie.
The execution
That
of the
was
movie is
absolutely the way
garbage.
They
Yeah,
tore it. It was
that movie
terrible.
sucks.
No, it's some of the worst special
Why
effects
did you
ever.
bring that movie ever?
You might as well have chose the Loch Ness Terror.
How do you feel about the time machine? The
But there's
classic
no-
adaptation with
The
Guy
Rod
Guy Pearce.
Taylor?
Guy Pearce.
No,
Guy Pearce.
You're a fucking asshole.
I like that movie.
Do some research. The original Time Machine, 1956.
But he's
Or
talking about the
some-
Guy Pearce
maybe
one.
no.
talking about the Guy
one's
Pearce
I
sucks.
like the Guy Pearce one.
Rod Taylor with the Morlocks. Awesome movie. In fact, I've always said, why not do all those books are H.G. Wells books
Oh,
are fucking.
my
Oh, the fucking cinephile.
Dude, why not make
Right,
A24?
studio.
Make
We're talking about the
24 movies out of those books,
1956
bro.
one.
No,
Make
that.
A24
Yeah.
movies out of these fucking books, bro.
1942, there was a girl in the black
How do you- how do you not
because
know
the
that,
Guy
Chris?
Pearce, the Guy Pierce movie sucks, dude.
I don't like it.
Because
When the moon was falling, I
you like
liked it.
the worst shit. So
That's
So
not
it's
true.
the microphone, right? You're on 5-minute time rate.
That's not true.
Let's go.
I like it in the way that I like.
fuck you. All you know is Mimic and
Godzilla.
Red Placid.
Guillermo del Toro classic.
In
okay?
Godzilla.
When we do a live viewing of Mimic, you're gonna cry of enjoyment, alright? That's possible.
Hey, I like that movie, but
Oh,
Have you seen the
Mimic
extended
would be a
cut?
great live
Did
watch.
you see the Relic too? We should double feature Relic and Mimic.
see, that's technically a prehistoric monster movie.
That's one of my favorites.
See, that's number 2 on yours. At least you got some. Do you remember any post-credit movies in the last 5 years?
What's that horrible '80s movie?
Like
with
the
the
last 5 years.
What's that horrible?
Like the bad,
That's
the
a
bad
terrible. That's a terrible bad 3.
What's that horrible '80s movie with the kids? They find the fucking baby dinosaurs.
Oh, Prehysteria.
Prehysteria.
That was a good one too.
That's a good one.
Prehysteria. See.
We're just rattling off
Wait,
movies.
yeah,
though.
just
what about My Boyfriend is a T-Rex or something? That was a great one.
The Boyfriend's Team. Or how about Theodore Rex with Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh
Remember
God,
that one?
yeah. Hell, even the Mario Brothers movie you could
Exactly. Technically, see, there's a lot of prehistoric movies.
based on that movie. It was, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite fact about and trivia about the
Tammy
Mario
and the
Brothers movie
T-Rex.
is that
is
they both were drunk
the entire fucking time. They were just like, we didn't have finished scripts, so we would be waiting around waiting to get our pages, so we'd just be banging down drinks.
Yeah.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy and the
Tammy
T-Rex.
and
That's
the
with
T-Rex.
Paul Walker
With
and Denise Richards. And Terry Kaiser, who
Holy
was Bernie.
shit.
You ever
I've
see Terry and the T-Rex?
Yeah.
Good.
Dude, the one where he, he's doing the phone call and all of a sudden there's
What's
like a
What's that fucking movie? Whoopi Goldberg and her partner?
Theodore Rex.
Theodore Rex. That's
Yeah.
it. That
So-
one.
That's not Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy
No,
and
that's
the
not
T-Rex
Tammy and
is
the
on
Rex.
my list, apparently.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Paul
is a
Walker
whole
and Denise Richards. It wasn't even a real T-Rex. It was like an animatronic Hollywood thing. And he's
Dude,
like,
I'll even accept
stupidest fucking thing.
a Pee-wee's Big Adventure where they do the stop motion
And then Denise
T-Rex that
Richards
eats
does
his.
Denise Richards does a striptease at the end of that movie. I remember.
Yeah, she does with the brain. And
Right?
That topples over.
Marco, you gotta watch that movie.
You never seen Tammy and the
Fucking
T-Rex?
crazy.
You gotta find the rated R version
All
because there's a TV version that they take all the. There's a scene where like the boyfriend or the one
Yeah,
guy
he's in a
is
brain.
Yeah,
Taking a brain
yeah.
out. And
And
he has to
Paul Walker-
overload.
I've
because
seen
he's
Paul
C-
so-
Walker quite literally gets mauled by
Yeah,
a bunch
Marco,
of tigers.
Paul
Where's
Walker
your
from
where's,
like Fast and the
yeah,
Furious.
Paul Walker.
Where's your Criterion films now? And Tammy and the T-Rex is better than all that
Ooh.
shit.
Ooh.
Go to your 1912 black and white film. Yeah, no.
Well,
What
tell
are
me
you
about.
looking at? I know what Tammy and the T-Rex is.
All right, I'll give you
Dude,
one.
I know all
I'll give you one.
sections of good
Marco,
and shit.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one.
Arms over.
Original King Kong. Harry. It's not Harryhausen. That wasn't
No,
Harryhausen.
it's not.
No.
But it is early stop motion.
Yeah.
Give me that early King Kong.
Miriam C.
Oh, the
Cooper.
white. Oh, the black
Did
and white. version?
Harryhausen do? Didn't Harryhausen do a dinosaur movie?
He
though?
did Mighty Joe Young. That's when he first started
Oh my God,
in.
that movie was
Mighty
so
Joe Young.
bad.
No, you're thinking of the fucking
No, you're not the
Charlie
fucking Brendan-
Stir one though. You fucking idiot.
I was thinking of Godzilla vs Kong. That was a good.
Which one? Though?
Prehistoric.
The one where they
The,
lift
the,
him up
the
with a bunch
old,
of
the
balloons?
oldest one. Yeah, the one with the balloons, and he has electric powers.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Yeah, that's my criteria.
It is kind of crazy though that other than these weird ass movies like Jurassic Park really has somewhat cornered the whole dinosaur.
The dinosaur thing.
the-
Here's the problem. With
I'll
Jurassic
do
Park.
an honorary mention, which I love the books back in the day, and the TV show wasn't half bad given the time period that it was made.
Okay.
Dinotopia.
Oh yeah, that was the good book
I
series.
wish
Very good book series.
I wish somebody would do it now.
Days would actually do a proper
Dinotopia. Just a trilogy of movies.
I felt like that was like Planet of the Apes with dinosaurs. I really liked it. But
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Primitive War?
Loved it.
I enjoyed it. It was
That's
a bad,
all Vietnam.
It was a schlocky, bad but good.
With Jeremy
movie.
Piven.
It was a good schlocky movie.
It's a good little kind of
With the brother from
You never-
True
yeah.
Blood.
Primitive War.
Yeah, that's a good.
They're
Really?
doing
movie.
that. See, that's the thing. They're doing this new one with like old western dinosaurs, but they're going to Dinotopia, but old west.
Got
We
it.
were talking about
Not
dinosaur
good.
movies, yeah.
Well, because End of Oak Street.
But isn't that what you
it's-
want to do?
That's-
What?
Isn't that what you want to do? I was
What?
gonna say like
No,
you're-
but mine's
Yours is based more-
Mine is
yours-
more Tremors.
it's like a
some-
cryptozoology.
Something is awakened that has to do with a kind of folklore story from our realm.
Right.
That is kind of sort of expanded.
Wow,
Shadows
wow,
of
wow.
the Vampire. Something happens in real life, but we're kind of going, what if?
Well, you
Yeah.
have
What
a lot
if,
to choose from.
you know?
There's
Dude,
there's so much.
There's the Van Meter fucking monster, which was technically a pterodactyl with a light bulb on
Loch
its
Ness
head.
Monster meat.
The
fucking
Loch
movies.
Ness monster's
Yeah.
thing, but
Well,
the Loch Ness monster's just so like the Loch
Bro,
Ness monster's
you gotta
just
go
too.
into like Native American lore.
Dude, the
Yeah.
Thunderbird. That's what this
The
story.
Thunderbird, yeah.
I have a story that took place in Tombstone, Arizona.
Crazy.
based off of an old photo. If anybody knows this, there's an old photo back in the day.
Well, it's
where
doctored.
It's not, yeah, because people have done like
Everything's
fake versions of
doctored,
it, of basically a pterodactyl in front of a barn, or with Civil War people, or there's so many different versions.
These old Western
but
hunters.
but where it comes from is based off of a.
Oh, that's a dope photo.
On the yeah, that's
Cool.
basically it.
Cool photo.
But the Tombstone Epitaph wrote a story called Something in the Desert about two fucking honky yokels going through the desert that saw some like reptilian flying serpent
Mothman
that they
prophecy.
basically killed. They brought it into town.
Listen, it could be a fun thing, but I can't help but think about it unless you did it in a different way. And Marco still needs to somewhat explain to me how you would want to shoot this. I can't help but think about Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, but that's the point. Is that like?
Well, that was a very good movie.
Dude, it's not a bad
Was that
movie.
John Favreau?
Rewatch it again.
No, I did. I
It's
recently
not
did.
a bad movie.
Daniel Craig with the Western
Again,
accent?
it's all about the small little setups of the characters that you present in the movie. If everybody has kind of their like kind of little wraparound, everybody's good. Again, and Oak Street does that.
Give me that.
Everyone's got their little
Don't spoil it, though. We
wraparound.
haven't seen it.
We have. You haven't. Majority rules.
The audience
dickhead.
has not seen it. Technically, there's
No,
a
me and
7-day
Rocco
grace period.
said we won't give a spoiler. We'll give a spoiler-free review of it. But but the one thing, dude, it's 90 minutes. It's 100 minutes.
It's 100
with the
minutes.
credits.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It
You
felt,
know what I mean?
it felt not that it dragged. It felt longer than it
There
actually
were
was.
points in it that did feel long, but that's why I liked it. Where it's like they took their time.
Yeah.
Every time they kind of went
Like-
through yards and stuff,
li-
they took their time a little bit.
The only review I
The
read
little
two.
comedy scene with the brontosauruses.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's funny.
Like a little funny.
It
you
was
know?
like, what the fuck are we doing? It was. I did like it was cute. It was
which is followed up by.
but also like
Yeah.
it kind of just I keep saying this, it scratched that Amblin Entertainment itch. I feel like every few years I need a Goonies, I need an ET, I need
Super 8.
I need a Super 8.
Which was this was a little bit better than Super 8.
Yes, I just felt like this kind
No
of like
lens flare, dude.
So wait,
Chris,
was this
no lens
JJ?
flare.
Was this
It was a
the
JJ
Disney-
was
JJ
produced
was
movie.
produced.
now I'll
This
say
is part of
can I-
We will
Catalog.
say it right off the bat.
I'm
people.
no, I'm gonna say it like
lens
this.
flare?
I'm gonna say it like this. Throughout the entire movie, I'm watching it, and I kept saying to myself, I'm waiting for the other fucking shoe to drop here and have them reveal that
Is it
this is a
Cloverfield?
Cloverfield.
Is it
Has
Cloverfield?
nothing to
No.
do with Cloverfield.
Or
Like,
does it? Or does it?
I love
It doesn't.
It-
Rock, I was listening carefully. It was nothing.
At face
Like,
value, you watch this movie and you go,
it
"This
stands on its own.
it stands on its own as its own movie." Now, I'm sure somebody out there is going to do a
Yeah.
breakdown of this movie.
How does End of Oak Street connect
relate
to
to
Cloverfield?
it, or-
You bring
and-
up a wonderful rule.
in the
you bring-
Cloverfield paradox.
You bring a wonderful idea, bring up. Does that shit ruin the filmmaking experience, film watching experience now? All the forced Easter eggs. Let's do this.
Not
now.
really.
I think that you have it only if you're
Like, do you village everything up?
only if you're well read and
It's gonna happen no matter what, dude. Like,
Yeah?
my
No, no,
brain,
no, but like-
my brain is faster than my mouth.
But I think
So-
most people go and see this movie and they go, "Oh, there's this cool movie about dinosaurs in a neighborhood."
Yeah, yeah.
They're not going, "This is produced by J.J. Abrams, who
But
also
they
did
force
this,
it
who
on
also did
everything,
Cloverfield, who also brought in the Paradox, and who also brought in what's the name of that movie? With John Goodman, Cloverfield Road.
Cloverfield Road.
10 Cloverfield.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Good movie.
is this the next movie in that whole Paradox
Yeah.
thing? Most people aren't thinking about that. Most people are just going to the movies and
We
going,
are.
"We are."
Because we're always a little sus, as the kids say, about like what people are doing, you know.
But also,
because Marvel did that. Too,
but also,
shared universe.
if you're to answer your question, I have the ability to just go in there and not think about that shit
Yeah.
and hope that I sit down and watch a solid movie.
Is my conspiracy brain kind of still active while I'm watching it? Sure, but I'm glad that it didn't.
So,
Well, I'm not even listening for that for the sake of the Cloverfield connection. I'm just going, okay, what is the mystery here? And I will say the first 20 or so minutes of this movie is very much a straightforward it's a family picture.
Movie, yeah.
They're setting up the drama and the
I like that
tension
idea.
with the
Yeah.
family.
those
So
are my
Very
favorite parts of the
E.T.
movie.
in the beginning.
Yes.
Oh, I was also
E.T.
thinking Poltergeist.
I was
with
just
the
gonna say,
family.
does it feel
Yes.
Poltergeist when they
Because
set up?
especially when the neighbor knocks on the door and
Yeah.
was like, "You guys, the big shit in the back."
I mean, it really takes its time and it allows
I
itself
love
to
it.
breathe.
I love the
Yeah.
setup.
It really allows
With
itself
the
to
remote
breathe and
control
go,
and
okay, but when does the fucking thing happen?
Yeah.
And it really just happens. So it's like,
Eh,
well, no,
the
there's
plan,
signs. There's
the
signs.
shit.
Yeah, sure.
And the big
Which is
ball at the
funny,
end.
man. How about them laughing? It's like, you think this is funny? All right,
they already have like kind of
Little
problems
hints?
with their
Okay.
dog, with
With
their
the neighbor.
because the dog's shitting on my
It's
lawn.
barking all the
Wait,
time.
do we not to go in spoilers, but do we know why it happened? Or
Okay,
is it just
so
like that?
I don't want to
Other
say.
Okay.
than just kind of the big picture idea of this anomaly happening, there's no like, and the power plant next door, or the Globex
See, I wouldn't even
Corporation.
say that.
There's no Globex Corporation.
Okay.
There's nothing like that, other than they say there's flares happening.
Yeah, I think you can kind of there are news broadcasts that are happening in the background,
But just flares.
but like
Okay, subtle.
subtle.
it's
I
subtle.
like that. I like
It's subtle.
subtlety.
It's fine. Yeah.
So
Now,
it's better than disclosure.
A Twilight Zone weird anomaly.
now what I hate about this movie and where they leave it, it's like you could fucking do two more movies.
You could sequelize.
You could
that if you
sequelize
wanted.
this shit,
If
but
you
I
wanted.
kind of hope that they just don't.
He's not really big on sequels, though. I think,
No.
right?
No, he's big on connecting things subtly through.
Cloverfield paradoxes.
I don't understand why you guys hate on Cloverfield. I really like all
Whoa,
those
whoa!
movies.
I don't hate on Cloverfield. I
They're
love
so
Cloverfield.
good.
Cloverfield.
No, dude,
Even the
Cloverfield,
Netflix
the first
version.
one. Lane was good.
Cloverfield is-
Paradox fucked it.
What are you talking about? Paradox was
Paradox
good.
sucks. Watch it again. It sucks ass because they wanted to throw Cloverfield bullshit into it. It was supposed to be its own movie, basically called. I think it was called the God Particle. I think
it was
Well,
called
it's
the
about
God
particle accelerator. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And-
Mark,
and-
couldn't you say that? Couldn't you say what's that other World War II one?
yeah,
Warlord.
which they were going to, but then they backed out of it.
So it's not part of
So
it.
it's not part of it, which I like. I like movies like that where it's
The movie
just
was dark and
a
bloody.
singular.
Is that a Netflix movie or was
I
that
call it 10.
It was in the movie theaters.
No.
It
It
was
was
in
in
the
what's it called? It's one of my favorite movies of the last couple of years.
What was it called?
No,
It was
it's
like one word.
It's called Warlord.
It's called Overlord.
Overlord.
It's literally what they
Yeah.
called the project. What was Omaha Beach? It was called literally Project Overlord.
And it was young Russell's first big movie.
And not John Boyega. I'm sorry.
Wyatt Russell, right?
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell.
He's really good.
And the kid
Badass.
who was in Babylon, the black kid, he was
Yes.
really good. But no, I like movies like a 10 Little Indians movie where what happens, you get stuck in a situation, how do you get out of it? Or at least while you're watching it, you're like, ooh, what would you do in this situation? When Ewan McGregor first walks out and he sees the steam pumping out of like his neighbor's yard, like
Yeah.
I'm thinking to myself, like, this is weird.
Well, you know what's also kind of weird, and I started to get a little nervous when they finally get to that dimension, or when they get transported, because it really started to take its time with how are we going to survive this? They start rationing out their food, so it's a very step-by-step sort of kick into gear in depiction on survival instincts. And I had just watched this Netflix movie
The
that's
House, the
The
Last
House.
Oh, that movie was
and
fucking
and they did a lot of
fucking
that.
brutal.
They did
I
a lot
literally
of
was
that.
thinking the same thing. I was like, this is a better The Last House.
Yes. So it was like, but are we gonna get a lot of this like how do we survive kind of movie,
It is the first question.
or are we gonna like keep exploring here? So it was a good balance of them trying to figure out how they're gonna get through this, and then also what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of that. The dog also paid off great. I thought it was good.
Wanted a little bit more. I do like a dog in
yeah.
movies.
I love what Anne
kind of
Hathaway
came out as Chekhov's dog at the end.
People asked about the dog in this movie, and they go, you know what? I think that if you kill a dog in a movie, the movie should be automatically rated
So does that
R.
mean that the Odyssey's rated R?
Well, isn't it rated R?
But I'm just saying, like a
Yeah,
dog dies.
that's a
in
brutal scene of him throwing puppies off a fucking cliff.
That's right. He does throw puppies up a cliff.
Yeah, that was
Jesus
a fucked up
Christ,
scene.
that's brutal.
But
I kind of agree with her on that. I think it's a context thing.
But fuck husbands.
I think it's a. Well, you're throwing the husbands off the cliff too, so you knew that dog wasn't gonna fucking die though.
No, the dinosaur action in it was good.
Yeah,
I can see maybe 2 or 3 scenes
There's
on
a
the
great-
cutting room.
There's a great sequence where I'm just gonna say a creature comes into the house.
No, dude, just say what it is. Just say what it is.
Nah, I don't wanna. I want him
gonna
to
see
see
the
it.
movie
Let him
It's,
see it.
it's snake-like. We'll just say
Okay.
that.
It's just so like
Very
my
good.
God.
A nice little when we thought the movie was sort of wrapping up a little bit.
Yeah,
You're
something
like,
happens.
whoa.
Like, wow.
And
Right.
something that's like in terms of prehistoric that you never really see too much.
Yeah.
Dude, how about the turtles in the middle of the fucking
Oh,
street,
right.
dude?
Just go around
Just
them.
go around them. And at first I thought they were going to start like kind of snapping at them. No, they're just kind
No,
of
just
doing
turtles.
their own thing. They're turtles.
What about
Yeah.
the diversity of the animals? Did you like
So
the
it's
diversity?
definitely
Diversity?
if you're
It's a prehistoric
if-
era.
Primitive War had some
if-
diversity too.
But if you're a kind of dinosaur nut, you can very much tell that this is part of a very certain era.
I think
of
so.
a period.
So I think it's what's
I
funny.
don't
is-
know if it's Cretaceous,
No,
Jurassic, or
I can tell you right now. I would
Mesozoic,
actually say that this is more Jurassic period, because
Not
you-
as Cretaceous. Okay.
Even the
this is when
brontosauruses have fur.
dinosaurs start to have fur and feathers.
Yeah, even brontosauruses.
Okay. All right,
Even
cool.
brontosaurus.
I'm looking forward to this movie.
No, the raptor stuff in it was really cool. The Allosaurus was fucking dope in it.
Yeah, I like dinosaurs. They're bad rap. Everyone gets T-Rex.
The pterodactyls, anything with a pterodactyl in it, I fucking love. There's a great scene with the neighbor doing
Oh,
a little
that's-
bit of
that's
a
great.
last stand, if you will.
Yeah, no, I think you're gonna like this movie, and I
They
heard-
do something in it, Chris. I'll just say this: they do something in it that is super bold,
Okay.
but then they kind of.
But what I liked about that, and that's all I want you to say on that, that I like that when that happened, you go, oh, it's all game now. Like
Okay.
anything, you don't know what to expect from
Okay.
here on out in the movie.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, Jesus.
and I thought it was really, really good. But yeah, I highly recommend. I gave it a
It was. I give it a
5 out of 10.
Depending on the day, I'll probably be like, this is a 7.5. But then I'll probably be like, oh man, this is a good like 9.5. Like
Yeah.
it really.
I would
is a
say it's
good-
an 8.5.
And it's 95 fucking
Yeah, it's a
minutes,
solid
bro.
90
Yeah, it's a very solid movie-going
solid-
experience.
So it's just
I'm glad J.J. Abrams got a win.
boom.
You can
know what I mean?
you can conserve your popcorn to the end of this movie.
to the end of this
All right,
movie.
good job.
I always
Yeah, like
measure it
that.
on popcorn usage.
And I gotta say, we need more 195-minute movies.
Yeah, really. Like
You know,
I'm tired of
that
investing 3 hours in film.
and Rock.
What do you think the budget
how
on this
many
movie
wa-
was?
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
'Cause it
really
looks like you could keep
wide-angle
it-
stuff. If you have a good,
I'm gonna say this was a $150 million
if you
movie.
have a good vision, they don't go too high nuts with
No.
the.
A lot of this
fucking-
is like CGI.
Especially with the basement. I thought when the basement flooded, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a set piece." Oh, they didn't
No.
do a set piece.
No, that was just to kind of.
just to establish a certain point
Yeah.
in the movie for a certain character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they lost something.
But it really was like, I don't know how they're gonna wrap this up, and then at a certain point I go, oh, I get it now, which is fine. So towards the end of the movie you go, oh, I know what's gonna happen here, and I kind of called that, but I wasn't mad at it because they executed it very
it was
beautifully.
it
was
gave
nice.
you a warm feeling. It was like I told you, right? It was have your cake
And
and
eat
eat
it
it
too.
too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a good movie. It was a solid little movie.
Like I said, it's like the studio went to the director and said, "Listen, you can't do that. We need to have a."
Yeah, right.
And he's like, "Listen,
All right.
can I still have my scene?"
Frame of reference. So Jurassic World Rebirth. I guess the newest one.
The Scarlett Johansson one.
Yes.
I forgot that one
Right.
existed.
Jurassic,
It's
Jurassic,
forgettable.
the budget was $225 million.
Okay.
At the they have to give a range.
Okay, I'm gonna guess
This
that this
movie-
one was 150.
This movie was only 92.
Holy
Ooh, under
shit.
100.
Yo,
Good for them.
Good job.
And they're still,
Touche.
and I think it made a profit.
that's a good fucking use
and
of
I
money.
think it made a profit.
Yeah,
even as-
I think it's gonna do well.
Even with Spider-Man and
Do you
like
guys
I think
know,
this has
like,
good word of mouth though.
Paw Patrol, it'll
Also,
still
people
make some
are
money.
like I said this on my Instagram the other day. People are going to the movies now more too.
Dude, we had a
like-
$1 billion summer. Ladies and gentlemen, I just started working for a new studio this summer. We're working, baby. Like,
Good.
so it's like there are things in flux. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, y'all. You
Yeah.
could do things with a skeleton crew, and that still means like 100 people. That's a skeleton crew.
Do you feel like this movie, if it is a success, will be an indicator that we should start moving even with big scale dinosaur movies, lower budget?
I just think
Nobody take my idea, motherfucker.
I wouldn't say
Motherfuckers.
it. I just wouldn't say it.
But I'm just saying, no, because I want somebody to go, ooh, that's good, that's good.
All right.
But it's Marcos. But I'm just saying.
Once it's on air, it's
Yes, you're right, dude.
Yeah.
There is a subgenre for dinosaur movies. There's a subgenre for superhero movies. There are a subgenre for time travel movies, if you want to do. There's a subgenre for everything. Vampire, whatever, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a
come up with an
between Marco
idea.
and I. You could say, "What's your vampire pitch?" I have a vampire pitch. What's your post-apocalyptic pitch. I have a post-apocalyptic pitch.
Yeah.
I have an idea for every genre except for fucking
Your
romantic
girlfriend's
comedy.
turned into a dump truck pitch?
Oh, shut the shut the fuck up. I know that doesn't really give it away, but that's one of your best pitches to me, I think, in a while, because I think that you could do that on a low budget, on an affordable budget, and still be good.
I got my my friend at work. We're currently reading Shock Value right now, which is about the making and beginnings of the Dreamlanders, which is about the company that John Waters started in Baltimore when they were first making
Crybaby.
This is like Pink Flamingos,
Right, yeah.
70s. They were the creators of the Midnight Movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? At 12
People come out, go watch this banger.
we're gonna watch a freaky movie that isn't porn, but is about like.
But it's Grindhouse.
Trash cinema.
I would call it Grindhouse.
Trash cinema.
Trash cinema.
Multiple Maniacs was the first one. So I pitched a friend of mine at work.
That was like the
idea.
trauma of the 70s.
It wasn't even trauma. It was more of the fact that it wasn't New York blaxploitation. It wasn't LA blaxploitation or white
It was like
whatever.
Midwest.
It was Baltimore.
Yeah, it was
It
Baltimore.
was trash people. It was finding people like Edith Massey and fucking like whoever.
Dynasty? Was Dynasty?
Divine, who were literally the...
We're not saying Divine's trash.
No, she even said, kill all racism. Kill fascists.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Like
Divine was great.
Serial Mom?
Serial Mom, I even said to my friend, Serial Mom is like one of my favorite films. Solid fucking black comedy.
I don't know anything about that. It's a good movie.
Wait, which Serial Mom?
Serial Mom's the one
Kathleen Turner.
Oh, with Kathleen Turner.
Yeah, remember?
It was the early 90s.
She kills her neighbor from out rewinding Annie, and she goes, rewind!
No, that's a wacky movie, man.
She chokes her husband because she wants, like, rough sex. But, we're reading Shock Value right now, and it's about the first 3 movies, which is Multiple Maniacs to working on Pink Flamingos, which was their big fucking midnight movie.
Yeah.
Which was the one that really showcased, and it's our Ed Wood. It's like, I want to find the guy who could play John Waters. I want to find the guy or gal that could play Divine.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I want to find my own Edith Massey who plays the egg lady. How can you be an egg, Cotton? How can you be an egg? Like, you know what I mean? Like, these were all people that he found like a trailer park. That became these, and we're gonna call it Dreamlanders.
Did he launch their careers?
He launched their careers in the sense where he put them on film and immortalized a version of them that other people can see. And go, oh, look at this other slice of life in America that's a little weird and off kilter. I mean, really, in drag culture, who knew people about drag and midnight people? Then Divine came into the picture. Who knew about like kind of uptight suburban moms? And then there was, I forget her name in the Dreamlanders, but she plays the uptight neighbor in fucking Serial Mom. She's no, fuck you too, like, and she has her on trial, and she like totally turns it on her.
Now, I mean, do you think that was just John Waters? That was John Waters writing what he knew?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And those are some of the best. Like, I've always loved movies about people making something. Ed Wood. My Name is Dolomite. American Movie. If anybody's never seen American Movie, the movie about the Wisconsin movie Coven, or Coven, dude, you gotta watch fucking American Movie. Like, and it's always about these people that are trying to get a dream across. And I think from Multiple Maniacs to Pink Flamingos to Desperate Living, that really showcases, because I've said it to my friends who are helping me with this movie right now, where I'm like, the 80s were very kind to John. He was able to make Crybaby. He was able to make some of these movies that were, the big one, Hairspray. Which is essentially about his life. You know what I mean? And Baltimore is one of those kind of cities where it's like, I don't know if you've hung out in Baltimore for a couple days.
I've been in Camden Yards.
You know,
it was a nice place in Baltimore.
But if you've ever been in like kind of like suburban Baltimore and partied with those folks, they're very interesting. You know what I mean? They're very, very interesting.
Well, that's The Wire. You know?
That's a whole different portion of Baltimore.
It's the other side of Baltimore.
But, you know, and that kind of Baltimore doesn't exist anymore. But like, I just like,
No,
I've always like said to myself, I was like, there's two movies that I would do about production. One is my Bud Abbott and Lou Costello movie about the making of an altered version of making the
Frankenstein.
Bud and Lou Abbott made Frankenstein.
Me, Frankenstein.
And then there's this, which is a more straightforward story of how does one meet Divine, Edith Massey,
Oh, that's
all
cool.
these fucking people, and yeah.
That-
And shock value is written by John about his life.
Oh, so it's an autobiography.
Yeah,
Oh.
and listen, he was an open a homosexual. Like, you know, it's a different version of that kind of rags to riches story.
Sure.
That's a little bit, you know,
Got through.
off the wall. And I love movies about people that are trashy. In a sense.
It's
You know what I mean?
flawed human beings.
Flawed human beings with a heart of gold. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I also like. I'm constantly thinking about, well, what could I write that I know about, because I feel like there is also this indie film renaissance that's happening, especially more on the East Coast than on the West Coast. West Coast is still very much studio driven. A24 has become like the big indie darling studio that is still very.
The mechanism of funding is changing
Right.
now.
So it's like, what? But here's the thing, man. Like, you know, Obsession. How much did he make that movie?
$350,000, I think.
That's fucking peanuts for
Peanuts,
a
yeah.
movie.
Peanuts.
So it's like, and it made a shit ton of money. Look,
Yeah.
a Terrifier.
Enough to pay your actor's scale.
Terrifier.
Enough to pay your crew.
Damien Leone. I mean, he's got legal issues, I think, going on now that he's fucking mega horror star, filmmaker. But like, even that stuff, like just small potatoes that grows and
Well, it finds a
blooms and
market.
stuff. It finds a
finds
market. But but it has to also be marketable. So it's got to be something that most people don't realize that they'd be interesting watching.
Exactly. A 90-minute movie about
You know?
John Waters making his movies, or 4 movies about the Beatles
Yeah, right.
that
Wait, they're making 4 movies
about
the Beatles?
each 4 of the Beatles. So
Even
I think
Ringo?
I have a feeling they're all going to be
Even
sort-
Ringo, the drummer?
They're all going to be like, if Ringo's
This is
having a
the
problem with his-
BCU, the Beatles cinematic
I
universe.
think it's going to be like this. It's like any scene between the 4 of them or the 2 of them are
Yeah.
probably going to be in the same movie twice or thrice. But any singular movie, or like if it's a singular scene between John and Yoko, it's going to be in the John movie.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that one too.
I gotta watch the John movie. I gotta watch.
I
Listen,
thought I could just
I'm
get
gonna-
by with the Paul one,
I'm
but
gonna watch the George movie first because
I'm gonna
I
stick
think
to
I'm-
Ringo.
I think I'm gonna quit the band now. I think I'm going to leave the band now.
I'm gonna-
Well, no. Yes. I'll see you at the clubs.
I want to watch the one about Ringo making Octopus's Garden.
In an octopus's garden in the shade.
Hey, fellas, I wrote a song.
Do you honestly
That's
think,
nice, Ringo.
like, with the amount of money they're going to spend to make these movies, you think people are going to go to them at this point?
It depends. Again,
Because the Michael biopic did
my
very
brother
well, by
kinda
the way.
just, my
yeah,
brother
but
kind of,
because the people who grew up listening to Michael's music are still alive. I feel
Yeah.
like the Beatles,
It's
unless
a
you were
generation-
raised very well by some cool fucking parents who introduced you to
or
the Beatles,
some uncles.
Or some uncles.
That really knew Beatles.
But I feel like the core demographic of people who grew up really big, they're in their 60s now.
60s rock. They're in their 70s.
So it's like what would we?
Late.
I mean, we're Beatles fans, but like
Like
anybody younger than us, like the 30 and younger,
Yeah.
they
Are
really
they going to
know
go
the
to the movie
Beatles?
theater? Yeah,
like,
they're going to go to the movie theater to see this movie? Is it going to be a basic...
Now,
is this a
granted,
guaranteed
you
loss?
could use these movies as a way to introduce the fucking wonder of the Beatles to this newer audience.
And it's a weird, and
But-
I don't blame them.
but I feel
for
like it's
I don't blame this as a strategy for them to be like, yeah, 4 different movies about 4 different interesting guys that were part of a collective. That
They had Beatles content at D23 this year, didn't they? I think they
for
showed
this movie.
for this
Well,
movie.
I know that.
The one that with
what's his name?
the Irish actor and playing Ringo
The
and
one that's Gladiator.
Paul
Aaron Paul is his name.
no,
Aaron
Paul.
No, what's his Paul Mescal?
Paul Mescal.
Yeah, that's it. Paul McCartney, Paul
Paul
Mescal.
Hey, I don't blame Ringo.
No, he's playing Paul.
He's playing Paul. No, the Irish
Ringo
actor
is
is what's his name? The Joker.
In a Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
No,
Ed,
in the Banshees in a
the
Sheeran.
Banshees. What the fuck?
What's his name?
He dated Sabrina Carpenter for a hot second.
Barry
Koenig.
Keegan. We are
The Joker.
Koenig.
The Joker,
We are
right?
so bad at these.
Irish broke names.
The Joker.
If you're an actor from the UK, we're fuck old.
Upcoming Beatles band. I to be honest, I think this is gonna be.
We're fuck old.
I love
I'm
doing
not
Beatles
sure this
accents.
is gonna be a thing.
Yeah, it's fun.
I love George because George is.
You can imagine.
No, he's.
Oh
Very,
no, George.
He's very.
I like doing.
So Paul
fuck
Mescal's
you,
McCartney.
Paul.
I like John
Harris
Lennon.
Dickinson
George's
is
my
Lennon.
favorite.
How do you guys feel about
George's
Harris
my favorite.
Dickinson as Lennon?
I don't know who he is.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who Harris is.
Which British actor is
I
he
know
again?
He began his acting career in British television. He's British.
Oh, that makes sense.
He was.
Is there any American actors on this?
No.
I don't know. You guys ever see The Murder at the End of the World?
No.
He was in that one.
No.
It's
I
a
did. I
it's
did
an
actually.
okay show.
I actually saw that.
It's a good show.
That was the one on Hulu,
It was a
right?
bad show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Look.
Barry Keoghan is Star, and then Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn is Harrison.
Harrison.
I do love Joseph Quinn.
So that's
Yo,
why I'm going to see.
I'll be
the
honest.
George movie
I'm
first.
relatively your age. I don't know shit about the Beatles. I know they make great music, and some of the songs I like. Am I gonna pay $50
to watch
go
it
to the
4
movie?
times.
Yeah. Am I gonna pay $200 to watch this movie 4 times?
You know, Chris,
Are you fucking
you can be a
kidding me?
Beatles fan if only you can imagine.
It's just I understand.
It's easier if you try.
Well, it's
Jake.
easy if you
I
try,
understand
dude.
why. I understand why because the
No
Beatles. It's
religion
iconic.
too.
Everyone knows you wake up and you know who the Beatles are.
Imagine all the
And
people
it's like, dude, seriously? They're making 4
living
Beatles?
in the world today. All right. Honestly, though, we fucking love the Beatles, so now I'm gonna want to listen to the Beatles while I go to bed tonight.
Drop the mic on the piano. It's quite low there.
Top
Even my
top 3 favorite.
Wait, do you guys believe that?
Sugar
Wait, is it
Daddy,
true that Paul
Sugar
McCartney was
Daddy.
replaced? You guys, one of the Beatles was replaced, right? Paul McCartney was it?
No. Ringo Starr was replaced from Pete Best. But there were a lot of fifth Beatles.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they even
It was
say,
like towards the end though, where like it was just they were kind of falling apart, and John wanted to do his own thing. Thank you, Yoko.
No. There's a controversy that says Paul is dead is an urban legend.
Oh, that's a whole different
He's dressed
thing.
as the
Paul
Undertaker. He
Paul-
was the walrus.
I am the walrus.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that's a
Maybe
whole.
the-
That's a
maybe
whole.
We learned
That's-
about that when I was 7 years old.
I'm
bro.
going to watch the Paul movie just to see Paul die, apparently.
Yeah, and if you put the record backwards, it's everyone is smoking pot. Everybody's smoking pot. You know what I mean? Like,
There's conspiracy that they hated Britain's MI5.
dead. Dude, everybody that was working on vinyls at that time knew, and nobody better than Led Zeppelin, fucking Jimmy Page, and all those fucking guys, Robert Plant, knew that
Subliminal
if
messages.
we could fucking put subliminal messages while we recorded backwards, it'd be funny. Because they knew the power of the word. They knew that if you said race car backwards, it would be race car. They knew about palindromes. They knew about... They were wordsmiths, man.
Yeah.
And they were doing LSD, which made them wordsmiths to a fucking 10th degree.
And they also designed an entire album to go in sync with Wizard of Oz.
But though they played the fifth on that, but
Yeah, no, they
but
didn't do
I
that
have
one.
to say, subconsciously, they might have had some kind of.
You don't know. They were doing a lot of drugs.
They just knew about beats. They knew about rhythm. They know that like movies and music kind of have this.
I remember.
This rhythm.
All right, so I
At
was.
the 30-minute mark or the
I remember
20-minute
in
mark,
college
you
I
know?
did that, and I got a little high, and we
A
did,
little high?
and I did it with some friends, and we were like, "This is bullshit." And we started after the third roar, the second roar, whatever the fuck it was. But by the time she opens the door and money starts, we were like, "Holy
Boom,
fuck!"
The moment she literally goes from black and white from the Annie M's door
To color.
to the color of the Munchkin Land, dude. Boom,
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 boom, boom, boom, boom. Well, I'm like,
money.
dude, it was.
It's a gas.
Ching,
yeah,
ching.
dude. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty good.
I have to take credit for this, and if anybody has not done this before, I know I've probably mentioned it once.
I think I've walked Marco doing it like multiple times.
The
already.
Pink Floyd album,
the
the
Toad.
final cut, syncs up to Mr. Toad's
Adventure?
the Adventures of
Ichabod Crane and Mr. Toad.
Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. But when you start Mr. Toad, play the Pink Floyd's Final Cut album. Syncs up all the fucking
When Marco was
way.
still living in my basement.
Dude,
Everybody's like, Marco, get down here! And he's high as a kite on his couch.
The screen, I'm like,
He's like, watch this! And I'm like, and I'm sober.
Marco high.
And I'm
hold on.
and I'm sober, and I'm like, yeah, totally. It totally syncs up, bro. I'm gonna go back upstairs now. I'm gonna close both these doors.
You gotta say, yeah, Rock, just waft the smoke back in.
Yeah, I don't need my apartment reeking of weed. Thanks, bro. Thank God you don't live down there anymore.
Good stuff, though. It does sync up.
But look, we're gonna wrap it up. But I do want to say, Doomsday. I'm back on board. Especially after the success of Spider-Man this summer, and
we didn't talk about the Spider-Man post-credits though.
Oh, I know.
The whole like.
I don't know what that means.
I have a feeling that
universe thing. I'm not sure what it means.
No,
Toby.
It's probably Toby.
Toby.
It's Toby in tow, with the either Fantastic Four or the X-Men or
I hear
some
they're
shit.
bringing James Franco back as the Green Goblin.
I hear they're bringing Giovanni Ribisi back as the Rhino.
What? Giovanni.
I'm sorry. What did I say? Paul Giamatti. Wrong Italian.
Wait, is he's still alive?
Paul Giamatti.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Philip Seymour Hoffman. Okay. Paul Giamatti, right? He's still alive. God bless.
Philip Seymour Hoffman wasn't in.
No.
He would have made.
There was speculation that his son, who was in the Long Walk recently, was going to get the X-Men gig.
Penguin during the Dark Knight.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, bro. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Are we doing the post credits thing?
What post credits thing?
No,
we're going to do that stuff.
Oh yeah, no, top three post credit
so
payoffs
Wait, that haven't paid off yet.
Well, I guess we did my prehistoric, like on the spot, so that's fine.
So mine right off the top of my head.
These are ones that are unfinished with
that
no answers.
have never been acknowledged yet. All right, like they're still up in the air. We don't know what the fuck. So my number one is probably it's in at the end of my least favorite Marvel movie so far.
Is it Doctor Strange?
No, it's Hulk. Or I'm sorry, Hercules at the end of Love and Thunder.
Oh, that's never going to get fucking.
I loved Hercules on the page. I thought he was a good
if
antithesis.
Anything, you're saying the best. These are probably the worst.
No, but that's the one that I want to see. That's your top three that you want to still see paid off. That's my question. So you can't say the end of Wakanda Forever because that one's already now being paid off.
Okay.
They're following.
Which one? Where he goes?
No, you meet T'Challa's secret son.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, I suppose. I thought they're.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go then. Eternals. I want to see
That's a good
Thanos' brother.
Yeah, but I just want to go into that lore of cosmic Marvel.
I actually like that
go
one.
there.
I like that one too.
And a drunken leprechaun.
And also,
I want to go to cosmic.
And also
Marvel.
the Black Knight. We're
honestly,
It's never going to get paid off as is because what's his name's never going to be Blade.
Fuck me, seriously.
You sure you want to do that? And it's never going to get paid off.
I'll give you one.
It sucks.
That's like a real fucking answer. Jake Lockley at the end of fucking Moon Knight.
Yeah.
The third personality.
Yeah, third personality.
Yeah, they fucked him.
Just
over
because I'm a Moon Knight guy, I like.
No, it could be Midnight Suns.
Yeah, maybe Midnight Suns, bro. What's another one? Some of them also did pay off, and it was the worst.
Like Marvel, the
no, like the
Marvels.
Thinker.
Oh, you know what? I guess we're gonna get it.
Yeah, but that didn't pay off. I guess that's this.
The end of Doctor Strange, that third eye thing. What the fuck is that?
That's gonna pay off.
Is it? Okay.
The witches. I think one of the witches is probably Charles.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, the color scheme there.
Yeah, one Scarlet Witch. Who's the other
one?
Oh,
I got so many. Sorry, Shang-Chi. The indicator in the bands?
Well, I think the number one
with the holograms.
Yes, correct.
Jabbing the holograms.
Yeah.
So I think the number one one that's probably they're just gonna is at the end of Quantum Mania.
Yeah,
so it's the Kang Dynasty.
Though that goes into my scene, which has already been made into an AI video, which is not bad. It's exactly what I wanted. The AI video does it in a very.
I don't acknowledge the existence of AI.
I understand that, but it's
that
essentially like the scene that I thought of.
Yeah, and who's to say they may have an opener or something?
The end of Endgame, the new one that's being released. voice, they're gonna
Just do it
incorporate
quick.
that.
Just do
Yeah.
a quick snap of the fingers.
Because I mean that's the
They all
thing.
go.
They have to kill
This
Kang.
is
They have to kill him
unexpected.
officially. Like
You know
that,
what I
mean?
that whole thing has to die.
It's a 5-minute fucking sequence. You film fucking Jonathan Majors. You maybe he did a couple takes while he was the 1,000 Kangs that you can maybe like rejuge in a different way, and boom, they all get kind of green dusted. And
Yeah.
a quick snap, and he does his what is this? He's from Bulgaria, Tuscaria, Tungaria.
Doom is from.
Liberia.
Jesus,
Tuscaria.
this is a comic-based show.
And I like Doom too, which is funny. Yeah, and he goes, I am like the thing he says in the trailer.
I
he
am
goes,
your
like, hell,
doom.
I
Hell
am
is-
Doom.
I am Hellspawn.
I am Doom.
I am Yashimash.
Oh, sorry. You know what? None of us watched the show because
What's
why
up,
would
my
we watch the show?
bitches?
My top one, even more so than Eternals, is the end. I know we didn't watch it, but the end of Ironheart, Mephisto. I want to see Mephisto. the
Well,
Go Ghost Rider.
which may be Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
well,
okay.
Mephisto's definitely gonna come
Or
back to Ghost Rider,
Doom.
or Doom does have a Mephisto connection.
Yeah, the
So-
wife and,
Great.
Yeah.
So I want to see. I just want to see
He
Mephisto
sold
again.
his soul to the
Save his mom.
butter, to the Bruno.
It's a hot down here. Yeah, this is nice.
Marco, what are yours?
I can't really think of the only other one I can really think of is shit.
Well, I'll give you another.
It's not that I'm excited for it. It's just I know that it's probably going to maybe lead.
Oh, I got it.
into
I
the
got it.
X-Men
Yeah,
connection.
that one, the Marvels.
As Captain Marvel or
The
the
Marvels.
Marvels.
No, but that makes
that's
no
like-
sense because it's
all
like
weak
you're
shit.
giving me a full blue Kelsey Grammer beast in a different dimension that isn't 616.
He's dead.
So I just don't know what they're gonna do with.
It's
Wait,
part of the
Is
incursion.
Kelsey
Photon-
Grammer coming back? Is Kelsey Grammer
We don't.
coming
I don't
back?
know.
Is he
Yes,
dead?
he is.
Oh,
he was part of
confirmed
the.
he's dead?
He was part of the 1,000 chairs that was shown at the thing that a year ago or 2 years ago.
Seriously?
You know what? Where's Photon? Where is she? Like what? Like
Is that Photon? Is that her name? I thought it was binary. Am I wrong about that?
I thought it was Photon. Is she binary or Photon in this?
Oh.
Get it right.
I have no idea, bro. I
Get
can't
it
keep
right.
up. All right,
But
boys.
I can't really think of any
No,
other.
Photon is the young one. Binary is her mom, who she saw.
Right.
Right. Because I'm actually more concerned about binary.
Dude, what a no offense, but what a weak fucking name for like.
No, it goes.
It's not really a cool super.
That's pretty
Wolf,
funny.
Yo, fucking Wolf, Juggernaut.
Photon is the daughter.
and then,
Binary is the
and
mom.
here's binary.
Those are cosmic.
I
They're not.
understand.
They're not mutants. Well, maybe they're mutants. I don't
Bro,
fucking
in
know.
space, no one can hear you cringe. That's the thing.
That's good. Nobody can hear you douche chill.
Douche chill.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Right. Finger God. Finger God.
Finger
Ooh.
Has anybody ever seen an F5?
Drink. Yeah, right. Has anybody seen an F5?
I love.
One of us.
I love that
One of us.
he looks up to the
Everyone
ceiling
looks
like
up. You
make
know
sure
you-
she can't hear.
It's because he knows she's showering. He watched her. That's the thing.
finger guy.
It's the finger guy.
Come on, Joe.
was
It's
just-
already
honey.
here.
Truth is,
It's the
it was an
Chris,
evil me,
Chris,
and I killed it.
Chris. It's the sucker.
Sucks it.
It's the sucker.
It's the wonder of nature, baby.
I just want to know why you tell Bailey the exchange.
And the bottle never reached the ground.
It never hit the ground.
I gotta go. We got cows.
Oh my god, that was so
Cow. Another cow.
Joe, grab Mose. I think
Here's
it's a little bit
shake it up. Yeah, here's a little shake it up.
You did it, damn thief. You stole it. You took Dorothy.
Mate, where'd you get all this beef? It's delicious. You see my cows outside?
Unrealized.
Ah.
Unrealized.
Unrealized.
You stole Thor's
Dorothy, you
beef.
son of a
James
bitch.
is sniffing the dirt over.
Not like you wanted you sniff.
That's a nice.
Hey, welcome back, Bill.
That's a
I'm
nice.
not
my
back.
God.
I'm not back.
I'm not back.
All right.
I'm not back.
We're gonna go watch Twister apparently.
I'm just making conversation.
I can't believe that
You're
fucking
biting
guy.
my
Believe this
head.
fucking guy. Fucking guy. Look at this